Hello.
Every Thursday, the scene is set in the realm of thoughts where minds are met. They're the thinkers with brains on the brink. Every Thursday, they're doing a thing with that dark kitty as the fearless lead that fox through by her side. They plant the seed with Dorkus guiding through dungeons deep, and Grey Coupe spreads it on steep. Emo's crush goes like magic in the air to press Hydra's expertise beyond compare. Charles manages the box office with grace, while other guests add to the lively space. In a world of thoughts where minds collide, the thinkers gather their wits as their guide. From deep contemplation to laughter's embrace, every Thursday is their special place.
Yeah.
I guess it's not
Special
Thursday.
place.
Well, hello, and welcome to that special place.
I think you
It's
said there's
special,
gonna
but
be a
it
new
ain't
intro.
Thursday. There is. I've got new music for us to choose from.
Oh.
But we'll go over that later as a treat. Finally, the thunkers we needed. I don't know. There's 4 of us.
I can't help
We're-
but feel like something is missing.
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Bimo, we knew was going to be late. Grey, we didn't know if you were coming around. Oh,
Hold on.
geez, yap time.
I just realized something. I was lied to. I have been deceived. I was
yeah?
told that we had a brand new intro and that I was going to see it. Does anyone
It's not a-
recall anything like that?
I don't remember anything
Not
about
no-
seeing, but I certainly remember hearing about a new intro.
Okay, do you want to hear it? Okay, you want to hear them?
No. I just genuinely want to know what happened because I was so hyped. I was like, oh my god, it's
no.
going to be so amazing. We're going to have this new
No, he
intro.
made the
And it
songs.
turns
He
out
made the
I am
songs.
wrong.
Okay, I'll give you a preview of the first one because there's 3 to choose from.
Oh, we got an EP.
It's okay if you don't want to. Oh,
Let's go! Dorkus! Let's go! Remo! Let's go! Charles! Let's go! Gray! Let's go!
And
Well, that's
that's
not
all
very-
you're getting.
That's not very let's go.
Well, let's go.
They were all of them deceived. Hello, Grey.
for another intro was made.
Hey.
My name doesn't play well for Charles.
Well, we could call you Will.
y-
That one
see.
works.
Did-
too. well.
It said let's go when Bimo was said. I think that's on purpose. Creamage created these guys. There's also one where it goes, what's it? Bimo also gay, so that's intro 2. More epic intro. That was my last grape.
Kitty, cool, sharp, and ready to roll. Dorkus knows too much, lost control. Char brings a common class to the scene. Machine mind didn't kinda mean.
Machine minding is kind of mean.
I'm bringing
Zaxx-
common class to the scene. Is that what that lyric was?
You're an
Common
iconoclast.
class. Yeah. Not common class. Calm and class.
Okay. It's ironic, you see.
And then we got the yelling one. This one. It's Oh, we're not. Listen, I can't play that one until we're 5 minutes in. I decided
Let's go.
because it's got
Let's go.
it's got
it's got
it's
naughty
got
words?
squares. Yeah,
How's
we
it gonna
got
open the
45
show again?
seconds to kill. Yeah, I can't. That's what I said to him. It's a really good song. It's the best one.
Well, any song that has a curse in it, like
oh.
automatically.
Yeah, it slaps, as the kids say. But yes, good catch there, Corona capture, on the whole let's gay. There's another one, Charles, where you're called cute.
Yeah, I don't think these lyrics understand who I am.
Right.
Like at all.
So anyway, we have an OG thinker back from the old days when we had this time
Back
slot.
from the old days.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm sure it's like 20 episodes without you by now.
No, can't be that long, can it?
10.
No, it was like 1 or 2 months. No,
Sorry, yeah, okay.
That's
but
more
that's
than 8 weeks.
one per week, so it's not gonna be 20
Feels
or
like
anything
it.
like that.
Feels like forever.
That's how much you missed me, guys.
Yes, exactly. So I had a bit of things move around this week, so that's why we were able to do this. So don't get used to this time slot. This is
No,
still
I
belongs
won't.
to the night.
Or this
Otherwise,
day.
you will have to get a brand new intro where I am sung too, and that's gonna be
Yes.
annoying. So
that would be pretty easy for Creamage. He's very good. But yeah, it's pretty. That's it now. But anyway, guys, we have
unless the
Hydra
time
here.
slot is around here, I'm not going to be on as regularly as before. So savor your doses of
Just wake
Hydra,
up
ladies
early.
and gentlemen.
I don't understand. Just wake up at 4
Yeah,
a.m.
just wake up at 4 a.m. You know, I always curse myself. The same
Every
thing. I don't
week.
know why I didn't invest in real estate in 2008. You know, I would just go back and tell myself, little Hydra, get out of school.
Little Hydra.
Don't do any of that gay shit. Go and buy a house right now.
Or crypto. If you bought crypto
Yeah.
back then, you'd be in sexy shape right now.
Buy 25 Bitcoin and be a
You haven't
gajillionaire.
been-
Yeah.
Zaxx, you haven't been redacted. Excuse me. You are part of the stream. Hold on. Okay, we have enough time. Let's go. I'll play it now. I'll let everybody's name get.
Fire powers combined! We are the Thinkers! Fucking kidding! Meow! Fucking Dorkus! Woof! Fucking Charles! Cute! Fucking Primo! Gay! Fucking Gray! Also gay! Fucking Zaxx
Zaxxy, good.
We're talking trash and spurging out! Go the Thinkers!
Really good song.
Justice League defense, talk
about. See, it's already in my head. I still know it.
beautiful people. Let's fucking go!
Woo! It's looping.
Humans are fucked.
Yeah. He does. Screamage really does rule. He's amazing.
There's gonna be like nothing
Also
left
gay.
for humans to entertain with.
The let's gay should occur when Hydra is mentioned because he's too lazy to wake up at 4 a.m. Sure.
Listen, that's
Guys,
not a sign of homosexuality, okay? I can, for some reason, my sleep schedule is insanely distorted. I can only fall asleep like after midnight. So you're literally asking me to get by on less than 4 hours of sleep to be there on Thinkers. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You are the youngest, so you have this. You are able to.
I also have the
decide.
most genetic diseases here, so yeah.
If we're
Eh,
counting
yeah.
As
mental,
far as you know.
Competition, guys. So, Hydra, this is your show.
Oh, it is
What do you
now.
wanna
Okay.
do? Like, look, we do need to talk about what's in the thumbnail, which is Epstein. But
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I
Yeah.
thought that's
Oh,
what it's going to be about. And USA,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
apparently that's in the title too.
there's nothing to talk about. It's done.
oh yeah,
Why are we
sorry,
still
Charles, I
talking about
forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. There's nothing.
It doesn't
yeah,
exist. Nothing
Why
was
is
on her
anyone
desk.
talking
The
about that?
binders were all empty. She doesn't have a desk, etc.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
wait.
no-
No, there was a thing, but the Democrats made it, and
Yeah, that's why they released it to smear Trump. I mean, wait, what?
they made it just to hold on to it.
Yes, and to hide it as if they were in it too. You know, maybe. Anyway, yeah. Joking aside, this shit is never going to be released because there are simply too many people in powerful positions involved for that to happen. That's my
Yeah.
prediction.
Yeah.
But I'm not an expert in
I don't
rich
know.
people
We got
diddling children,
JFK
so
files.
What was that, Dorkus?
Huh?
Said I don't know. We got the JFK files.
yeah,
didn't we?
but that wasn't there weren't many people in the JFK files who are still in positions of power and doing shit that is despicable, you know.
I was making a dry joke, Hydra.
I know, but I for the weaker willed in the audience, Dorkus. Come on, I have to. You know, it's like a knee reflex. I have to do the debunking.
Debunking! Yay! So QAnon was true anon, guys.
Oh.
That's my slogan. I decided.
Trust the process.
So yeah, the reason I put USA Hydra joins us to talk USA. The reason I do that is because it's people like, you know, this is a big deal USA politics wise, trust for government wise, trust for Trump wise. If anyone wants to think about it.
Speaking of USA,
trust for government.
Are either of you getting the just started discussion on there's a group of statisticians that are looking into the 2024 election, and there's anomalies.
No, it's not gonna, Charles. It's never gonna make the papers because it's not gonna be flashy and cool, and you can't just like. The problem is, if there's going to be actual scientific evidence backing something up, it's not going to be in the news unless someone makes some shit up about it. Like that's what
But why would anyone look into the 2024 election? I thought looking into elections at all, our unimpeachable elections, was tantamount to
it all depends who you ask. The problem is that it's if somebody lies to the people in this world that we live in, there is a severe overreaction. For example, when people lied about the vaccine, certain politicians, and said that it was going to solve everything, and then it didn't, because it's a fucking vaccine, and it's not necessarily, vaccines don't give you 100% immunity, etc. Then people... No. Hold on, let me finish, Charles. It's beginning. I can't finish a reasonable thought without someone making a meme. It's starting. We are all thinkers. I can feel it, yes. So, the people didn't lose trust for the politician that said that shit. No, they loved that guy even more. People lost trust for the concept of vaccines as a whole because one guy or one group of people lied about it. That means that now must all vaccines and everybody connected to vaccine and any institution connected to vaccines must be inherently distrusted because they don't work like they told me to. This is this tribalistic truth silo that people are in. The same reason when, for example, in the beginning of 2022, when Russia was initially slapped with sanctions for invading Ukraine, a bunch of newspapers decided to make bullshit up about how this is going to totally crash the Russian economy and make Russia fall apart, which it wasn't going to, because just like with the vaccine, the goal wasn't to crush the Russian economy and state, it was to prevent them from being able to effectively fund their war effort and their most complicated advanced precision weaponry, which it did. But because the Russian economy didn't collapse immediately, like a couple of clickbait titles said, people didn't say, I'm not going to trust that newspaper that told me that Russia is going to collapse. No. They said, I'm never going to trust an economist again. That's how far they went. They went, no matter what happens, no matter how many sanctions do happen, nothing is ever going to affect Russia. They are immortal. They can never possibly collapse. Their economy can never suffer. Because look, they said, pointing at incredibly untrustworthy article from 2022, that it's definitely going to happen, and it didn't happen. So, essentially, there is no trust in governments or institutions because people are overly attached to individuals. And they live in these truth silos. Or way back then, way back then, for you guys, no, not necessarily everyone, 9/11, okay? When post-truth, post-Cold War, the United States was unbeatable world hegemon. They decided to position themselves as the defender of fairness and human rights and the world police. And after going into the war of terror, that slowly eroded. And by 2008 and 2014, the idea of the United States as the good guy worldwide has essentially all but evaporated. This is proof because for example, the United States stood aside when Russia annexed Crimea. They abandoned their role as the world police because the American public has lost all trust in the government and their institution and even their military by that point, and they stopped believing that the United States should involve themselves with these things because the United States brought chaos to Iraq and Afghanistan, etc., etc., etc. That's what they said. Of course, this image died because you can't position yourself as the defender of fairness and human rights when you yourself aren't fair and abuse human rights. For example, I'm sure I don't need to list off all of the insanely hegemonistic overreactions to 9/11 about Patriot Act and Guantanamo Bay, etc. But the issue is that from that point on, if any American ever said, "Oh, I trust the government," or "Oh, I trust an institution," they were laughed out of a room. End of discussion. And at this point, we have arrived at a position where it is people would rather attach themselves to a personality, even if that has been proven wrong, incorrect, or harmful, over ever taking the word of an institution, even when it's literally proven right in front of their eyes, because of just the cultural trauma in the American people at this point.
So we're in a post-trust society is one of the things.
Post-trust for government and large institutions. Even when they are proven correct, the fact that someone lies or exaggerates about them and then is proven wrong is taken as proof that the institution was wrong all along. It's not an echo chamber, because in an echo chamber you don't get outside information at all. It's so bad that even when information to the contrary is provided, which would traditionally be able to allow you to convince someone out of an incorrect position, it's only self-reinforces. They already have an answer ready, and it already reinforces themselves further. To see, that means that Bill Gates came up with the vaccine, and it injects you with microchips. Like the problem is, the harder evidence is presented for, in this case, the vaccines are able to help with COVID, but of course aren't perfect. That is
Hydra,
considered
I've let
bad
you go
viewpoint.
for too long because you were interrupted by Zaxx, and the
Oh,
rule
I have.
is Are you on mobile?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if you'll be able to see his super
I can,
chat,
but only if you highlight it.
Okay, it's highlighted. So you need the rule is whoever's talking and was interrupted by the alert, they have to
Needs to read it out.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Zaxx says, "I'll be listening while the car is snoring." Okay. Highway driving. If you say gay shit, I'll know. If you promote books, I'll find out. Well,
yes, Zaxx is very against reading.
I don't know. Why? Why are you against reading? I can
it's
promote
gay.
some books for you.
What books?
The Holy Bible.
I don't know. Maybe you like Isaac Asimov's Foundation if you're into science fiction. Or maybe
What?
Isaac Asimov's Foundation if you're into science fiction. Recently
I
they
know.
made a series about it, which is absolute garbage and misses the point of the books.
Atlas Shrugged.
Audiobooks only is what I'm hearing.
I'm pretty sure there are some great audiobooks about Foundation.
Atheist Gamer says that they read all 7 books of Foundations. Nicholas is here. He's back. Let's do this. We're doing it. Basically, what we're talking about is how there is just no trust in institutions, really,
So
these days. Yes.
because there's a wing of people on the internet. Someone brought up QAnon. Because people thought that they were going to get to the bottom of everything, they feel betrayed.
Hated?
Yeah, and
They have isolated themselves at some point in an information silo that any attempt at disproving any of the things they have ever believed is considered proof that they were right about everything all along.
So apparently, because they're scorned, they're looking into our great 47th leader and some of the things he said on the campaign trail. And apparently he said something about rigging the election for himself, or Elon rigged it for him. And apparently they're looking into it. And
So he's going down. because they spawned him.
No,
I mean, he
I
spawned
don't
them.
know.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Okay.
it's just they're
Hey,
sassy.
Sabino! Hello, hello.
Hi. Coffee has
You sound
Sabino,
very
run.
caffeinated.
Not
No,
yet.
not yet. Like, not yet. He needs to be.
Yeah. But I do have some thoughts on that, Charles. Because
Do you know what I'm
after I
talking
heard
about?
you I had no idea what you were talking about, but since I wasn't on Thinkers yet, I did a little bit of Googling.
Woo.
And
Yes, it sounds like there is some sort of probe that's going into words said, but like nothing, like it's not going to make him unpresident.
oh no, yeah,
Unprecedented.
Obviously, nobody's going to do that at this point. What
Right.
I've
This is the whole
seen
thing
about that.
Joe Biden.
well,
with
no,
his
it was
presidency.
Harris didn't want to recount like that. That's where
Yeah,
all-
which is pretty interesting from someone who constantly talked about Trump and fascism, and we have to stop him at all costs. So, maybe it tells you something about someone's character, about one they say and one they do when it actually comes to, doing what they
Well,
believe. Maybe
yeah,
some
like
things were
saying,
said that
that's
she didn't
must
actually
be rude.
believe.
you can't say our elections are safe, our elections are safe, our elections are safe, and then the second you lose, go wait a minute.
Yeah.
It seems like
Something's
that's
funny.
what everyone does, no matter what. Like that's like
Yeah, that's a
democracy
universal
101.
problem.
The
like
claim
they
is
do
being
in
South
thrown
Africa.
out every election. So even Hillary Clinton said that the Russians rigged the election. So like when she
Let's
lost
not
the
forget
election.
Gore.
Do your glasses move?
Yes, they do. It's
To be fair,
because
I would like to
cannot
point out
draw
that-
a accurate circle.
Don't worry,
that's
it makes
why.
it more lifelike. Your glass is going to be a separate, independent thinking entity. It's
what's
going to be
keeping
like
it funny.
Doctor Strange's cape, okay?
But it's only the one side.
Yeah, this
There's
one's
a
a
probe
little
going
better.
in. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking, Josh. I was like, guys, no, you guys missed it.
But what was it? You were saying something about finding one fault in institutions means we throw the whole thing out, right?
No, not just one fault. It's a continuous demoralization ever since 9/11 that continues to lead to loss of complete trust in government and connected institutions, to the point when even if someone lies about the institution and it's proven wrong, it only further reinforces the belief that all institutions are not to be trusted ever.
It checks out. It's how I felt about a lot of institutions.
Yeah,
Like,
that was just my point.
I don't really have any thoughts on that other than yeah, I mean, low trust society sounds pretty close, Kitty.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing that seems to be different with Epstein of this is people thought they could trust Trump.
Then
as
my
this-
guys in government, it's going to be different.
Yes, that they really thought of Trump as this this
Because he positioned
bastion-
himself as like, I am from outside the system. I will drain the swamp, just like he did during 2016, guys. How many times do I have to give out the Fell for it again award? Anyway, it's not going to be, the world isn't going to stand upside down just because your guy got elected. Like, it's not. For someone who
Again,
says that they
Hydra,
don't put
you have
trust in
reading.
the government, I
Reading.
see it. Thank you. I comment. I know, very small screen on my phone. Okay, apologies. I have to squint. You can't trust any politician, left or right. Trump lies, but the left lied about Biden's mental state. They are all the same. If anyone thinks politicians don't lie, they are themselves should be under scrutiny for their opinions about politics. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, you added on to that
Yeah.
one. Thank you, Sean. Reading is the punishment for talking too much, says Zero Fucks. I suppose that's how that is. I guess.
That is an okay punishment as long as you don't make me read something stupid like the aliens built the pyramids or some flat Earth book. I'll
mean,
gladly
they
read
did.
if it's actually intelligent.
I mean, how do you know? How do you know they didn't, Hydra?
Because it looks shit. It really looks like it was built by a bunch of people with bronze tools. And then it fell apart and got looted after thousands of years. If that's the best fucking aliens can do after crossing the cosmos just to land on this planet and build a pile of rocks, I don't want to meet them.
Okay. That's a great. That is a some. I mean, Hydra, it was yours. Sorry, you got something.
But we've got the guy.
Something
that typed it on
stupid
the
has
screen.
been all.
No, but he did it so that Hydra could speak.
It was, yeah.
Someone hasn't looked at the pyramid, so Groovy's upset with you. But
Oh, yes, am I? Have I not looked at the pyramids, really? How do you know?
Why did Bimo super chat about himself?
It was necessary.
Okay.
It was a sacrifice
so
for the greater good, guys.
is there anything else? I mean, really, like, so we've said we don't trust people. I think one of the things that if we just go back to the status of the whole Epstein thing, Trump has said, oh, well, nothing I do, because I'm still trying to deflect and saying, why are people talking about it? Nobody cares.
It was boring yesterday.
He said, nobody cares about this. Actually, we do. Do you think that just saying nobody cares will make us not care, you absolute moron? He thought that that's how it is. Like, he could just... It'll help. The more he says it, people will agree. But sorry, when it comes to a global cabal of sexual predators and blackmail and whatever controlling the world, I don't think people are going to not care about it. He's trying to dismiss it as, okay, it's old news.
Exploiting something and taking the hornet's nest and shaking it are two very different things. And listen, you created this. Enjoy your free bugs.
I've had some fun conversations about it recently with people that I disagree with.
What kinds of takes have you gotten? I mean,
that it never mattered in the first place.
Stop.
That was a big one.
Okay.
You really expected something to come from this? You're stupid. Like, that's the type of thing that I've gotten a lot. Now,
Gray
no
had that
Gray,
kind
you
of idea.
almost said
Gray, Gray, you almost said that, didn't you? That this wasn't gonna.
He said it's on me, which
your...
is true. It is on me for expecting some honesty. All right, I'll give them that. But it's more specifically the folks that I was talking with about this recently. It was more of a, we don't know anything about Epstein. It's all rumor, blah blah blah. I haven't looked into the case. I'm just saying how I feel about it.
But the problem is it's a constant...
No, not me. Them, they having no knowledge of anything that's gone on.
The problem is it's a constantly evolving situation because it's so at the forefront in the discussion. Just yesterday, they brought something up to Congress to hear Ghislaine Maxwell's testimony, and I think it was by party lines, the Republicans blocked it, where it's just like...
So, this is what I've got here on ground news. This week, Republicans blocked an amendment that would have required Attorney General Bondi to preserve and release Epstein-related records within 30 days. The amendment resulted in bipartisan resolution introduced by Democrat Ro Khanna and Republican Thomas Massey, aiming for transparency on the Epstein files. Meanwhile, Trump criticized supporters and Republicans for believing in the Jeffrey Epstein hoax, he now calls it, calling it a scam. Calling it a scam and urging them to stop focusing on the case.
Of course. If something makes you look bad, it is either made by an evil virus of Satan, the Democrats, or it doesn't exist. There is no way you could possibly be made to look bad in any legitimate way. Naturally. You're a politician. You wouldn't lie to the people, would you?
Like, there's just too much fishy shit. The fact that prior to becoming president, Trump owns what was Epstein's old plane. The head of some financial whatever, he was Epstein's neighbor and then eventually bought his house. Like, a lot of these people seem to be sitting in places that Epstein used to be, and they're acting.
But these are our great warriors against the deep state, Charles. It's not like plenty of them have had their fathers in like intelligence agencies and high state positions of power for generations. They would definitely defeat the deep state apparatus. I mean, it's not like they are historically part of the system and their families have deep entrenched ties in government institutions.
Well, the fact that they're acting like there's not something really odd, there are a bunch of circumstances, a bunch of overlap, and they just act like, yeah, what? I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, dude, you were his neighbor, and then you bought his house.
No,
it
was really important throughout the campaign train, but all of a sudden, as soon as someone gets elected, it was like, what? What do you mean? Never heard of him. Goodbye.
Even when
Hold on.
Maxwell first got arrested and they asked Trump about how he felt about her. And he's like, I guess she was from Palm Beach. And they're like, they fucking partied together. What do you mean? I guess she was from. Apparently Epstein has 14 different contact numbers for Trump. I guess he lives in this place. What are you talking about? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I actually want to ask, so one of the things that Beamer brought up, one of the takes is it never mattered. Let's talk about why it matters. Why does it matter?
I don't have kids. I don't care.
I've already been a victim, so it's fine. Suck it up, girls. No,
but there's
but
an
seriously,
extra thing that happened with the court, that being blocked. Because I watched the footage of that vote, and when the Republicans knocked it down, the head of the chamber there was like, well, that's shocking. And then the lady that was going through the vote said that when the president wants to release it, that's when the public should see it.
It's literally yes man shit. I'm sorry. Why do you even have to, if it will happen when the president says it will happen, is the automatic answer, then what's the point of these people existing? Why not just skip the middleman? Why don't we go back to 18th century France when there is the king and he just gives the order, and then the prime minister's job is to literally make that thing a reality by the end of the designated quarter, and then we just cut out the middleman.
Just cut it out. Abort it.
Okay, I mean, I'm understanding all of the slogans that we're throwing around here, guys, but I do want to
4 more years.
All of the jokes and things, yeah.
I'm loving it.
But I
You're not yourself when you're hungry. Sorry.
Listen, don't bring that up, Charles. Some of us are trying to eat healthily and stay away from sucrose. So just shut up. I know I'm not myself when I'm hungry.
Do
but
not go
I'm
to
not gonna
Jurassic
eat
Park.
Snickers. Hello, Daisy. Yeah. So listen, why does it matter though? Is it because we do believe that there is something sinister going on? Yeah.
Yes, but it never mattered because it was basically just a piece of red cloth to tangle in front of the enraged bull of the masses. It's a master class in populism, basically.
Is this your real opinion, or are you using it as an excuse, or are you making a joke?
No. My real opinion is that the people who made all of those comments about how they're going to release the Epstein list either already knew that it's most likely not going to happen, but it's really good for getting some people who are disillusioned with the system on their side, or they thought, well, in the end, it's all going to be up to the big man, and it's not my problem if it doesn't happen.
So I'll just join in.
Which is mostly the case because it seems like, yeah, you join in with the call of the herd or anything. Like it's a form of populism that's really damaging when you just do.
Oh no!
No, do what?
I thought that was just me. No.
Nor.
I'm just gonna do what I want.
Okay, there we go.
You should, Hydra, but one problem. You were ranting and we only caught the I'm just going to do what I want part. We lost everything before that.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's gonna say, there are so many Hydra sound bites that someone could make.
Missed you,
to make me look bad.
I've missed you so much.
All right,
All right.
where did you lose me?
You said that you're going to do what you want.
No, but before that, how much of that did you hear? What was the last sentence before
like
the
20
next word?
seconds were gone, maybe.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, we
Anyway, the
heard
point
that we were
is,
talking about people repeating the call of the herd.
yes.
That's
So
yeah.
basically, it's a form of what I was talking about is the form of populism that relies on exploiting the already widespread distrust of institution amongst the American people to get yourself and your bodies into position of power by promising to, well, do away with those institutions or those things. And then, of course, once you're in power, especially if it's your second term, it doesn't really matter at that point on if you follow up on your promise or not, especially when you have a string of broken promises and you have real proof that it doesn't really matter whether or not you can deliver on something you promised on the campaign trail, as long as you keep appealing to the crowd in the same way you did before.
Yeah, but you can't do that anymore. Something has changed here with this issue.
Yes,
that's not
because there was a unique, there wasn't the kind of the same reaction from the crowd and the internet supporters as before. Now, I'm not an expert on politics, so I probably can't precisely tell you, even with an educated guess, why it's so different right now. But my guess is, just as even the best propaganda gets boring and just stale after a while, you can only do the populist, I am from outside the system, I will destroy the system, for a certain amount of time and overpromise before doing a really wild 180. Sorry for the dog in the background. Doing a really wild 180. And man, how can I say this properly? If I was in Trump's shoes and I knew that I wasn't going to release the Epstein files, I sure wouldn't have phrased it the way he phrased it. Like that, are we still talking about Epstein? That right there, like 10 million people's blood pressure just shot through the roof. I could feel it through the force, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, he's definitely
he made it worse.
It.
Like, I think that he could have gotten away with it, just like he got away with the building the wall with Mexico, or I will end the war on day one, or 90 deals in 90 days, or I will end the deficit, or I will bring the spending into balance, or we will not cut Medicaid, etc. Like, he got away with all of those because, in my opinion, again, I'm not an expert on this, so I'm literally just a dude on the internet when it comes to this, because he handled when people demanded action afterwards in a much cooler and softer manner than this, when it was more like a slap to the face, like, oh, come on, you guys still talking about this. I mean, it's not like one of the main talking points why I'm appealing to people, you know, the whole, I'm not from the corrupt system. I mean, come on, it's not a big deal. Like, that kind of broke the spell of this is the one guy, that's the narrative of like, one guy fighting against the system.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we lost him again.
One guy fighting against the system is where we were at last.
That's okay. That was my last sentence. I only said a couple of words since then. Thank you for letting me know. Just let me finish this thought.
Okay.
We don't know. You might be finishing it, but we're not hearing you.
He's
finish
doing
it.
a think, okay?
He's thinking about it. It's gonna be really profound when he comes back. Just wait.
Okay. Can you hear me?
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can.
I don't think there will ever be a fair election again because of this kind of behavior.
In the world? Or just in the US?
What do you mean by this? Because of this kind of behavior? Does that mean that there is dishonest behavior, like practically dishonest? Or, we knew that...
No, it's that society is entirely gripped in the West by post-truth politics. Like, people no longer compare candidates based on their history of what they have done, or research the efficiencies of their policies and their stated goals and how much did they achieve. No, they look at people as characters, like
I don't feel
figures
like we
over
ever had
proposed
that.
policy solutions. Yes, we did. 100%.
Well,
because even I remember that.
I don't know though. Like, isn't it always kind of weird public opinions that kind of did? Like, what was his name? Howard Dean or something was leading, and then he did that weird like "Pia," and like that
Yep.
cost him the entire.
No.
election.
There is a difference between that and the currently existing entertainment political complex. This
No, but
whole
I
spectacle-driven
do-
performances that we have right
I
now
feel
with
like
the
that-
help
that's-
of the internet, it turbocharged that phenomenon that
I
normally
might say
existed.
it's. Yeah. I would
Yeah.
say it turbocharged the phenomenon, but I don't
I'm not
feel
saying
like
that it's
people
having
were
being
smarter
able to
before.
hold a crowd and doing a good speech and being an enchanting character wasn't important before. Of course it was. Of course it was. But now, whereas of before it was like maybe half of the pie, now it's like 90%. That's what I'm talking about. That is
I'm
a
not-
huge fucking deal.
I don't know, dude. Reagan got off on vibes as well. Like, and he captured most of America.
Yes, but he
maybe it's
didn't
just
get
America
most of
that's
his votes
special.
by appealing to already existing entertainment figures and getting on their. Like, you can start a political movement by nowadays by going onto podcasts and talking to streamers.
Well, okay, Reagan got like voted for because he was a well-known actor at the time. Like he had some
But
star
if you're going to
power.
say that
that's
he
why.
lost his first attempt, so I don't know
Okay.
that
Yeah,
Star
but
necessarily
that's
did it.
if
But Hydra, you're saying like there's no fair elections anymore. When was the last fair one, in your opinion?
No, not fair, reasonable, very different.
Well,
When was the last
The
reasonable
election
one?
is still going to be fair. It's just going to be fair in measuring who has the more enchanting character.
My
So it's
school
not gonna be-
presidency
yeah.
election.
it's a character. It's like vote for your favorites. Yeah, that
Yes,
is
and
how
whereas
it goes.
before Reagan was more so, established actor and all of that. But the problem is that nowadays, because it's all about podcast appearances and YouTubers, and when you look at those, even those are kind of problematic in and of themselves. Like, we live in a world when where the largest left-wing political influencer is Hassan Piker, the largest right-wing political influencer and streamer is Asmongold, and the largest liberal political influencer streamer is Destin. I don't think I need any commentary. Neither
Why-
of those three people are particularly that great.
Oh, wait. Why
They
is
don't teach-
Asmongold seen on the right now? What?
Because he
he's just
transitioned
not
from
fully left. That's why.
no. He transitioned from doing gaming stuff to just
Talking politics,
conservative
for sure.
politics for a while. Yeah, he may have moved away from it afterwards, but still, like, the problem is it's not going to go away because it's the internet. Like, he's going to be permanently associated with those policies and be seen by many as, oh, he's a conservative influencer. Because for a while he was. It may have been a short while, but he decided to just turn his channel into, we are going to upload whatever Trump said today and we are going to react to it. Like,
They used to teach civics in the U.S. They don't do that
Bro,
anymore.
when was that?
Well, that's exactly the electorate isn't informed the way they used to be. So, like, it's
So,
I understand that politics has always been on mass messaging. That's what I said. It was already the large chunk, even the majority of the pie, but it's different now because
Could I ask you a question?
No, we got to wait for Hydra. He's going to finish his sentence.
Then I
I'm
have something
sorry.
to potentially interject.
Dorkus
point.
needs to interject because he hasn't
Hello?
spoken.
Can you hear me?
in-
did I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
caught,
but it's-
catch off caught up
It's
again?
Dorkus's turn.
No, I'll let
Hello?
Hydra finish the point, and then I'll say.
You are
Okay,
back now.
He's
Hydra.
doing his thing. Look, I'm pretty sure that for the first handful of decades in American history, it was considered very gauche to want to be the president. You had to go through this sort of process of saying it without saying it, and then the people around you would prop you up. And I think one of the reasons Henry Clay never became president was because he was so transparent about wanting it. And then I think that changed around Garfield when he like restructured how campaigning would be done. I think he ran a campaign from home, and since that point how people ran for president fundamentally became more like what we have today. Not like full on what we have today, but the seeds of that changed. That's my armchair. Haven't taken a history class in a couple years. Recollection. For whatever that's worth.
Okay, hold on. Let me address some key things. I did not say podcast bad. I understand that some people may think that is what I said. And I also did not say that Asmongold wasn't very fair to both sides. I don't know why some of these people are mischaracterizing my positions, just because someone was, for a short while, a conservative influencer, followed conservative politics and agreed with everything they said, doesn't mean they couldn't have been fair to both sides, nor does podcasts having more influence than before and you being able to base your political career more off them than before, because before they didn't exist, mean that podcasts are inherently bad. This behavior right now that some people posted in chat actually shows exactly the issue I'm talking about. I try to explain a complex topic about how, hey, listen, it used to be a bit different. Now it's a much larger chunk of the pie. I think that's bad for this and this reasons. And some people came away with the idea, oh, Asmongold bad, he's a conservative influencer, Asmongold is bad, he dislikes him. Or with the idea, oh, podcasts, how dare they? What is this? All of this internet appearance is just bad for politics. That must be the problem. Hydra's problem is that people go on the internet and talk too much about politics on podcasts and whatever, and that you can play and that you can have your campaign all about that, and that is a bad thing. That is not what I said. What I said is that these things enable a certain type of politics that I think personally is more destructive than the one that came before it. But because this thought was too complex for me to efficiently give to other people to be interpreted, they came away with the more simplistic interpretation that I hate Asmongold and I think podcasts are harmful for politics.
Okay, you do think they're harmful in terms of how politics operates now. Okay, you
they enable more harm to be done. That's the point.
Yeah. So what do we do with that then?
Destroy it all.
How do you safeguard?
Hold on. Let me get my thoughts together. The main idea that
Zerofax says, I understand they make fertile ground. They make fertile the ground. Is that a fair enough response?
I think we lost him. But it was really awesome, the timing on that, Hydra. You're like, let me explain, and then just silence.
Allow me to
Is he
explain
trolling
myself.
us?
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
There you are.
We can hear you now, but it was perfect timing. It
Oh,
was, Allow me
fantastic.
to explain, and then just silence.
Great. So how can I want to explain a complex idea and people are already misunderstanding it. That's my issue.
Okay, Hydra. Okay, what I'm asking you is, Zerofax said, I understand they make fertile the ground. Is that a reasonable response to you? I'm
It
trying to
is
pick out
more
the best
reasonable
ones.
than what some people said. Yes.
Okay,
They
good. Because I'm trying to
enable
pick
a
out
possibility.
ones. Maybe pick out the ones that actually agree with you, so that you can.
No, because
you can-
I must try to engage with people. See, Kitty, the issue is that I unfortunately have this urge that even when someone's criticism is literally Hydra is shit, let's have a different guy on, I automatically try to engage with that person in a relatively logical discussion about, hey, why do you think that? What could I do differently? What is your, do you just dislike me personally? Like, those are the thoughts that immediately flash in my mind. I can't just do just ignore anyone who doesn't like me, because that's not how my brain is wired, unfortunately. I know skill issue, but it's the way I was born, sadly. I have some diseases like that. Yes, getting one guide is part of me, unfortunately. Literally.
Don't worry, Hydra. I've been one guide plenty. I feel you.
I'm one guy. I'm married to one guy. Is that how that works?
Yeah. What
that's
I'm
what
saying
you
is
guys are
that
talking
Hydra
about.
and I are married, is what we're saying.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Hey guys,
Anything for you, Pookie.
you know what? I have something to read to you guys. That'll be fun. Nah?
Go ahead. Did you say nah?
Yeah.
Nah?
Yeah? Okay. So, the radical left, this is from Donald J. Trump. The radical left Democrats have hit
fucking
pay dirt
hell.
again.
When? Recently? Today?
This
Yesterday?
is-
3 years ago?
I don't know when this
Sunday, I
was,
think.
but
Yes.
This was in 2015.
Adam sent this. Adam has put this up and said, conservative media has kept Epstein's story
No
alive
way.
for past 6 years within the implication that prominent Democrats were involved with Epstein. Now Trump is claiming the files are fake news by Democrats. What is happening here? So here, I suppose, is him claiming they're fake news.
Wait, this
The
is
real-
today?
I would expect this is
Adam
recent.
posted
This
it
is
today. Talking about the Steele dossier is old,
Yeah.
though.
Oh, so it's
Adam's
old.
Really
tweet
old.
is true to my recollection.
What? As in,
Okay,
this
Okay,
is
this
what's
is
happened.
new
The
because he's talking
Democrats-
about the Jeffrey Epstein hoax.
Mhm.
And he wasn't saying that
The-
before.
the
So
radical left
new
Democrats
stuff, old
have-
information.
Yeah. The radical left have hit pay dirt again, just like with the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the Line 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore had come from Russia. No, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom. And even the Russia scam itself, a totally fake and made-up story used in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 presidential election. Put a
Oh
full
my
stop in
God.
there, man! These
No,
scams
he's
and hoaxes-
incapable of putting a single comma or dot, Kitty. You need to
he's
read it in
putting
one
commas.
breath. You need to
He's
read it in
putting
one breath
commas.
challenge. Will you suffocate before Donald Trump finishes a single thought? That's the challenge.
Okay, in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 presidential election, these scams and hoaxes are all the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They are no good at governing, no good at policy, no good
Do you
at
notice
picking
all of the
winning
absolute
candidates.
statements? This is what pisses me
Also,
off about
yes, but
populism.
hold on.
It's the
Hey,
all.
let me get to the end of the reading. Also, unlike Republicans, they stick together with glue, like glue. Their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. And my past supporters have bought into this bullshit, hook, line, and sinker. They haven't learned their lesson and probably never will, even after being conned by the lunatic left for 8 long years. I've had more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country's history. He's not done yet. In our country's history, and all these people want to talk about with strong prodding by the fake news and the success-starved Dems is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. Let these weaklings continue forward and do Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success, because I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. And this was today, 7/16/25.
I thought we're
at
doing
9:40.
well for the last 6 months. Shouldn't continue making great.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
possible,
I'm gonna
yes.
test something. I'm gonna figure out why I cut out. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
keep talking and let me know when I cut out. I'm talking. Can you guys still hear me? Am I
Yes.
still here?
We
Yeah,
can, but we
Okay.
need to clip that.
Okay, then here is another thing. I am just going to keep talking and talking.
Why?
Oh my god.
Oh, you cut out.
It's
You
gone
cut
right
out.
there.
You cut out.
I figured it out. I think I know what
Okay.
the problem is. Very nice.
put it in your
Okay,
mouth.
I'm
Get it
just
out of
going
your
to
mouth.
fix.
Does it involve the mute button?
No, it does not.
Okay.
But I want to get some
It's gonna
thoughts
be my
out
alarm.
before I cut out again. Okay, just to sum it up neatly, so that people don't misunderstand that I just hate Asmongold and podcasts, because that's apparently what my position was. My issue is that yes, politics was about entertainment before, but nowadays it is allowed to be more of an entertainment complex, combined with the spectacle-driven performances and the information silos and the tribalism, which just annihilates more and more room for adult behavior. It's like trying to actually have a reasonable discussion, whether online or in person, is getting more and more difficult as the world fragments and becomes more divided and polarized and sectarian even, because of people following someone as if it was their reality star or pop star or personal idol. Like,
Oh my
when you,
gosh.
oh boy, now I'm gonna have to read out something.
It's not
don't I?
a sub. It's
Oh,
just,
okay.
it's just
The
It's
subs-
just a
Spark
gift
gifted
that's gifted
membership.
subs.
guys, hold up. Actually, just speaking of memberships, I just finished recording my second chapter discussion of this book for members only.
Based.
Marcus Aurelius, meditations. So yeah, that I've got to edit that tomorrow, but that's what's happening. Okay, cool. So members, the people that got hit with memberships, you're actually getting stuff. Woo! But also you can use your emotes. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Wouldn't it be funny if she just left the call after that?
Thank you, bye. That's it. Self-promotion over. GG. Goodbye, guys.
But Stug, you're awesome.
Thank you very much. All right.
Thanks,
Thanks for
Where was
gifting
I?
memberships.
My issue is that yes, it has always been about following figures and tribalism, politics fundamentally, like the whole I'm just going to copy all of my opinions from Asmongold Hassan or Destiny and Parasocial Trust in these individuals. It has always been like that, naturally, politics. But now, with the internet connecting everyone instantaneously and all types of knowledge available in people's pockets at the press of a finger, literally, it allows this kind of behavior to transcend bounds that it couldn't before. Previously, you could only do this if you stand in the middle of the market, and the limit of your opinion was literally how far away you could speak and your voice could be heard. Nowadays, you can do it so much faster and you can reach
Pretty good for you.
millions. And this inspires this trust of individuals even more over institutions, laws, this rejection of just being genuinely a normal person, or even rejection of democratic values or human rights and the embracement of simplistic strongman figures because of what's trendy or attractive. Like the rebellion against the concept of complexity and science. When you follow the cult of an individual, disagreement becomes heresy and betrayal. Yes, I'm not saying it wasn't the case before politically, but now it can happen faster and wider than ever before, thanks to technology. And it's more and more true. This is scientifically proven that, yes, this was the case before, but it's worse than ever before. That people no longer wish to be voters, advocates, or representatives. They wish to be spectators, fans, or revolutionaries. I think that is bad when it comes to politics. It's about drastically different realities now. You could never, ever get someone who voted for Trump and someone who voted for Harris or Biden to agree on a baseline reality. That is an extremely bad sign, guys. Like, we no longer live in a world of clashing ideologies and tribes. We live in a world of warring realities.
Mm-hmm.
Boring realities.
Yeah, go, Gray.
So can I ask you a couple things then, Hydra? So it sounds like you don't think that they were genuine when a lot of these people who ran under the whole let's get the truth out there, we're finally going to release everything, and now their tone has completely changed, or at least their message has. Do you think they were genuine before, or do you think it was all a ploy then? Okay.
Okay, Gray.
Now you cut out for me, Gray. Hold on.
I cut out? Oh, no.
Yes, my internet is probably not the best. But the last sentence that I heard was you talking about how they shifted when they got into power. That was the last thing I heard.
Yeah. So do you think they were genuine before, or do you think it was all a ploy to get power?
I think some of them were genuine, but thought in the back of their mind that it was going to be up to Trump in the end, and some of them thought that it was a ploy.
So then the ones who were genuine about it, it
They
just makes me
bent the
wonder,
knee once when they realized that Trump didn't agree with them on releasing the files.
Too many people live in their mom's embracement because no one else said.
Yay, Dorkus! Thank you, Stag. Okay, so that's a problem.
Stag,
People live in
awesome.
their mom's embracement. So, ow. I have an ailment. My body decided. It's because I named myself Charles and now I'm sick. Anyway.
it is a curse. You know?
Catching strays.
So, just Charles' problems. Exactly. Ow, ow. I think I got a cyst.
What happens when you
No,
put
I'm not
me
making
in your
jokes.
spot and you're in my spot?
Yeah, I actually have a
You get
sharp
the sympathy
pain here.
pains.
Do you get pain here?
Not today,
Anyway,
but give it time.
It's got I'm voodooing you somehow. But now, okay, Hydra, we have this state of affairs. Some of us are disagreeing, saying we humans have always been this. Sorry, Dorkus just put on a cap.
Yes, some people disagree that humans have always been this way, but in that case, my point is
No, but
that
this is the
technology has
exacerbation.
accelerated our
Yes,
self-destructive behavior, and culture cannot keep up.
Right. Okay, so it's accelerated. I think our evolution will just have to. It will still have to occur then.
Yeah,
We're
but
going
evolution
to,
is extremely slow compared to how fast we invent things. Like,
yeah.
if you look at the evolutionary scale, very little has changed brain and body and that wise between us and humans 1 million years ago. The difference is going to be physical allocation of some body parts, some organs, some bones, some muscle mass, etc. But when you look at actually the brain and how it's wired and what it can do, it's actually not that different.
Only if you believe science, though.
Of course. Why would I believe science? The newspaper said that science did X and then it didn't happen. Science was wrong, guys. Why would I ever believe anything they say again?
Jesus Christ, what's wrong?
Kitty's just losing it because of...
Are you okay?
I don't know, but
really
Dorkus
late for
putting
you?
on the blue hat for some reason is like the funniest shit that has happened to her in an entire month for some reason. I don't know why.
What Charles looks like.
I mean, it is a nice hat. I understand
Some
the
glasses
choice.
on him.
Yeah. Dorkus,
Someone needs to draw glasses on the statue of Caesar Augustus.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna have to break out my tablet then to get that done. All right,
I'm
Do a
way
good
ahead
job.
of you.
you're ahead of me. Great. Send it to me when you get a chance.
Just shoot me that picture.
I don't know why.
You're
Okay,
not,
we're good.
a moderator is not supposed to break down into crying laughter.
Ah,
I need to put that on
Just
the
try.
list, Bimo.
Even if you think it's funny.
Guys, I don't understand. Okay, I'm trying to think. Yeah, God. You know,
We're having a girl think.
breath, kitty. That's another thing that'll make me laugh. People that put the E on the end and I read breath. You know what? I'm gonna take 5 minutes, guys. I need to see.
Okay. So Charles is in charge.
All right.
I did not expect that when I made the switch.
I mean, do we have the theme song for Charles in Charge?
Ah. Will that
It would be pretty great.
be allowed?
I don't know if it can.
Get smacked. The copyright.
It's got
bitch.
bail laws.
Hmm.
But Charles,
Yo.
thoughts? What are your thoughts
Um,
on evolution?
Yeah, I believe the Earth started about 2,000 years ago. And,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not- No.
A man of
taste.
taste and wisdom.
Dinosaurs are a test. Yeah, fair enough.
Growing up, my mom told me that God put the bones there to test humans.
Yeah, I was
Well,
recently told that too.
Have you passed?
I have
Yes,
not.
I did pass. Yes. Oh man, but regarding what you were saying, Hydra, the tribalistic tendencies to pick a team and stick with one is never going to go away. You agree with that, obviously.
That's kind of a distinctly American thing for right now.
I would not say so. Look at football teams in England.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
or
that's
even in the
team
UK.
sport, but not like politics in England. There's technically 6 groups and 4, technically 3 in the majority. But it's not just black or white. It's there's deviations where people
But do
talk.
people? Yeah. So you're saying there's several groups.
Yeah.
But do people change groups? That's the interesting.
I don't know
thing.
that.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, you see.
my experience with America is you either are this or that, and
Mhm.
I can't tell you how many times I'm like, yeah, no, I'm neither.
Mhm.
So
If you say that a black hole is instantaneously created and it absorbs all of reality in the minds of those that cannot comprehend, you simply do not belong in a tribe. Because you must belong in a tribe, Charles. What are you? Are you a no clan, a no house?
No
That is
clan
literally an
group?
insult. That is literally an insult in some Eastern European languages, by the way. No house. As in, you don't belong to a house.
You fucking hobo. Go
Is-
home.
is
No
Lord
home.
Buckethead
No, as in a
still
noble
a thing?
house, Vimo.
Yes, Lord Buckethead is still a thing. He's like
Yeah.
in his 70s, but he's still kicking.
there was a new one recently, Lord Binhead. It was a garbage can this time.
my
What the
gosh.
fuck?
In
All I know is that,
Australia, says Groovy. In
Oh.
Australia, people switch every time, but there are people that pick a side. That's usually because they're tied to them in some other way. That's how humans operate anyway.
like my
You-
family.
Yeah, that would
has
be more
voted for
natural
this.
human behavior.
Yeah, that is. We are group thinking people. I mean, people, animals. That is how we do it. And yes, there's something to be said for us now. This increased connectivity and wider reach, like Hydra said, that
It
used to be
enables
how
for a lot
loud
of
you can-
behaviors
Yeah.
that weren't there before. If you were like, a lot of things don't reach as far, including negative behaviors that you normally would have kept to yourself because you couldn't find anyone
Sure.
that you engaged in the same type of behavior and thought maybe you yourself were just weird because no one else in the town thought or did as the same way as you did. I'm not saying that was naturally better or worse, but now you can find an entire subreddit dedicated to the most degenerate, disgusting shit and millions of people on the internet doing it and telling you how to do it. Like it enables humanity to connect on a level never before. And there are social interactions that simply aren't ready for that yet.
Well, okay, cool.
Okay.
What do we do? Other than
I
complain?
don't know, but what I do know, and this is a hot take, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh no.
In my opinion, my disgusting, horrible opinion, America is more divided now than during the Civil War. And I'm willing to back that up. Are you ready?
I mean, we're not.
What is your experience
Shooting
from
at
the
each-
Civil War?
You are not shooting at each other, yes. But in terms of thinking and agreeing on baseline reality, you are. So, a
Twitter was
major
way
blow.
harsher back then.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this together. You can critique me afterwards. Just let me get some of my thoughts out, okay?
He's just making jokes. He's not critiquing. But
He
yeah.
will soon, don't worry. A major blow to the Confederates in the Civil War came when their diplomats were discovered on a British ship with British diplomats. This was a rather big,
That's a crime in
scandal.
itself.
It shows that even amidst the Civil War, the average American was willing to unite with others, at least in principle and in thought, against perceived foreign enemies and their encroachment, because we are still at a time when Britain is the big bad for America in
Mhm.
public image, obviously. We are very close to still the redcoats are the spawns of the devil era. The
Oh, it's still
Confederates and the Union,
Because
when looking at the
democracy
individuals, sorry,
basically
Everyone can hear
means
that, Kitty. Everyone
Sorry,
can
sorry.
hear that.
Sorry.
Hydra, do you take the Tim Pool approach that we're in a civil war? A
no,
modern civil
I don't.
war?
I think that's silly. I don't think the U.S. is in a civil war. People aren't shooting at each other. No, I just think
Yeah.
people are more divided in thought. Back then, during the American Civil War, the Confederates and the Union, when looking at individuals inside these factions, they had more in common than what they disagreed on. Like, they agreed on fundamental parts of baseline reality, from very basic stuff like how to use their weapons to what certain people in society were and did, except they disagreed on roles when it came to certain individuals in society. But on the rest, on the vast majority of things, they roughly matched up in their perception of baseline reality. What I'm trying to say is they agreed on more things than disagreed. Americans are not like this today. They disagree on fundamental aspects of reality more than they agree on principles. Like, China put their civil war and a halt and formed the United Fronts when Japan invaded. It's not a uniquely American thing. You could never have something like that today in the United States. Here is a hypothetical. Imagine the following. Hamas bombs Austin, Texas in a terror attack. Hundreds dead, thousands wounded. Horrible thing. It's the news cycle loops on it for weeks. Half of America would probably be disgusted all morning, and a significant chunk of them, on the other hand,
Would be defending
guess
Hamas.
what? Would celebrate, because in their mind, this was an attack by warriors of justice who fight against the evil white colonizers. Here is a different scenario. Russian hypersonic missiles strike California. Hundreds die and there is massive damage there to infrastructure. Half the nation would once again celebrate the traditional conservative Russian Giga Chad is fighting against the grey groomer woke menace. In both scenarios, an external enemy struck inside the United States with the explicit goal of killing Americans, yet the fact that they had targeted areas which lean a certain way ideologically is enough to be embraced warmly by other parts of the nation. I think, again, this is just my opinion, keep that in mind, it's completely fair to disagree with me. I'm probably wrong on some of this, but I think that a nation unwilling to unite, even when under attack by external threats, is truly helpless and divided. Historically, this is as powerful of a uniting force as humans can get, if you think about it. The threat of the wolf, and we must gather all in the cave to defeat it. Nations, empires, and concepts rose off the back of the common enemy. By the way, I'm not saying that this is necessarily good. Unity is necessarily good. Even unity purchased with bloody tragedy is not necessarily good. A measuring stick even for the nation's health. I am aware of I already talked about 9/11 and the Bush's war on terror, which slowly destroyed the American hegemony over the world and the idea of the world police, because post-Cold War USA was the only one left, but the role no longer works when you mass torture and spy on people. But if that's my opinion when it comes to the current division in American society as an outsider looking in. I understand that is of limited value because I'm not living in the United States, so my word is not necessarily worth as much. Okay. But I think that I still have some interesting things to add. That was my 2 cents on the situation.
Okay, so that's your opinion, and what in the chat, what we've got a question here is, what is the evidence exactly for your position? So just asking for evidence. It's not saying
Which
you're
part?
wrong. It's
I said a lot of things. I could list.
Okay, the main thing is that America is more divided now than it was in the Civil War. And your measurement of
when I mean divided, I mean measurements in how much people disagree on what is fundamentally real. Now, I don't necessarily mean how much they want to kill each other or how many did die by the hands of another. I mean agreement on what happened physically or what is real, what is true. I think
so,
that
yeah.
that is the mark of true divisions, not whether or not you shot up your neighbor with canister shot the previous morning.
Yeah. What it's not that he's actually using a measurement, Josh, to make this statement. It's more like he's making an observation of how things are working now.
I can't necessarily provide measurements for everything I said because it's my opinion. I'm not an expert, but there are plenty of data sources that I read up that I can link to you about a bunch of researchers doing research on American society and warning that it is actually looking more and more dangerously divided. Especially people who studied the Civil War often talk about how it's approaching that point or even past that point where American society is becoming dangerously sectarian and completely fragmented.
Okay, Tim Pool, calm down.
No. Tim Pool actively says that there is already a civil war or there is going to be a civil war. My position is completely different. I'm not saying they are going to randomly wake up and kill each other tomorrow after Trump posts a particularly inflammatory tweet or something. I am saying that people dangerously don't agree on what is fundamentally real, and that's bad. Okay,
I agree.
That's it.
It is funny how close that is to his actual claim, though. Like his actual claim on how civil war is going to happen, because he's been called out on this before.
Yeah, but he's been continuously refining his position ever since. Like he started out saying bullshit, and then he slowly backtracks. The problem is, Temple started out saying an extremely overhyped position, and then he slowly started tuning it down. And meanwhile, reality slowly starts escalating, and eventually they are going to match, and he's going to be right at some point.
Bailey he uses. But like he will argue it in a very similar way that you just did right now.
Yes, that there is division in agreement. There is division in ideas.
Yeah, but I'm not going to jump to the conclusion that it's automatically, like, I don't make predictions that something is going to happen because of this. This is just what I personally see. But I don't think I'm qualified. I don't believe I'm qualified to say, oh, that will definitely lead to X in American society. I don't believe I can make that conclusion.
But you have said it's bad, though.
I think personally that it's bad when I compare it to my measurement of what a healthy society should look like, and when I look at what experts on societies say what a healthy society should look like. But again, it's my personal opinion.
Okay. Yeah, but how much records do you have to look through as far as America during the Civil War to compare it to?
Surprisingly a lot. A nation at war documents a lot of things.
Yeah, so the people who are fighting the war, you probably have that. But, you know, people who, you know, are just going to work every day and fucking...
Yeah, on the ground.
Planting corn and shit, like just...
Not on the front, but on the ground. Yeah.
Your home front, yeah. There is a shitload of writing from there too. Especially from the home front. I suggest you check out some of the... there are some really nice insights, if you will, about... what people believed when they actually saw none of the conflict in person and none of the front line, anything, and they only heard about a war that was happening. It's not just about the Civil War or any other conflict even, but the Civil War is also, there are also documents from this perspective. What it's like for someone who just hears of all of the things from others and is trying to live through it at home is a particularly unique perspective in a war-torn country. Also, there are some interesting recipes that come about when you're, sorry for the plane, hold on a second.
Hi, love it.
I'm going to wait for that Cessna to fly over me. Anyway, in some of the things that come about, like the interesting recipes that the society starts turning to when cooking, when you start running out of ingredients, how businesses transition because they run out of fundamental labor or materials. Like there are some really interesting things that happen in society when you radically shift to like a war economy or something. Like that should really be studied more, in my opinion. Unfortunately, that usually means that there is a war going on, and I don't like that. But again, that's just me personally.
Does it seem so? I don't know. It seems like something's got to give at some point if there's so much division. what happens?
Maybe, but I'm not an expert, and all I can say is what I personally see and what I see experts warning about. I don't believe I'm qualified to predict that American society is going to move this way or that way. If I was qualified to predict that there was going to be a civil war, or that American society is definitely going to trend in this direction, I think I would have an amazing job with a high-paying salary and be surrounded by a bunch of people who are continuously looking for my predictions. I don't believe I am capable of making such claims properly substantiated. Like, that is I think, again, there is a nice difference between me and what Tim Pool is saying, because Tim Pool is fully confident in that he will know or he can predict what the United States, where it will look next, or what direction it will shift in next. I don't think I'm someone who can tell whether the stock market is going up or down. I just look at it and see, hey, it looks to me like this from the outside, and I see a bunch of people that are very qualified in this area, and they also say this and that in that sort of way, and I have this and that opinion about it. That is very different to someone who's saying, yeah, the civil war is going to happen.
All right. Comments from the panel on this. I know this is a Hydra Central episode, of course. That is what we're
I don't want to take up all the space.
No, I just want everybody to interact with Hydra's opinions here. Any questions for Hydra?
I agree that Americans are uniquely divided at this time, and I agree that there are two different realities when people can look at a clip of Trump or Biden and come to the conclusion that whatever the clip said did or did not say what said clip said. There's a pretty significant problem. I don't like Tim Pool.
Okay.
That's my contribution.
Cool.
Even though he rocks a beanie like Charles rocks his driving cap.
Slow down.
Yeah, there's no
Slow
comparison.
down with all that talk.
Yes, Gray, even though.
Based.
Okay.
Charles, you pro Civil War?
I believe they're misunderstood. No. I'll let you read into who. No. I think
People on the Epstein list.
I think yeah, is that what we were supposed to be talking about today?
Yes, I was going to bring it back. I want you guys to talk, but then I'll bring it back.
All right, let me know when we hit the 1900s, and then I'll know to be in the room.
Anything though? Good?
No.
Okay, good. BMO, anything?
Well, I just got back from getting a second cup of coffee, but the overall of what Hydra is saying, I don't disagree with that. There's a bunch of tribalism and it's an issue. I just think that it's not something new. It's not something new at all. It's not some emergent new thing. It's this tribalism has been around for a very long time. Just now that we're online, everything gets boosted. So
yeah, that's what I was trying to say, and I
were lying ears. Yeah. So if I can explain that to a way that you're satisfied, I'm happy, Hydra. Like, because that is pretty much I feel that way. Especially recently about
and I realized I didn't communicate it effective enough because people misunderstood me for saying that it's like a brand new thing or anything. I never meant to imply that. I would like to think that I know a little bit more about history than to think that tribalism and political appeal and charisma are only newly disinfluential.
There's only one thing I disagreed with you with, and that was you said that Asmongold is seen as a conservative commentator, which I don't agree with.
He is seen that way by a bunch of people. Like,
then they're fucking stupid because
but that doesn't change the fact that he is seen that way. That's again.
Okay,
but that is people who live in a certain reality and see it that way.
Yes. and I'm not someone that believes in like the truth being up to opinion. Like it is specifically Asmongold is not a right winger. Like you can, if you watch his stuff, then you know he doesn't actually hold right wing beliefs. He holds like middle class Midwestern beliefs, and that's it.
Yes, I know. I also saw that he agrees with a couple of accelerationist talking points, which I personally find alarming. But yeah.
Yes.
No, it's not based. Don't accelerate things, please. I dislike hey, the world is going to shit. I think there's going to be a nuclear war. That's not me saying. I'm parading the accelerationist, just making that clear. I think there is going to be a nuclear war. I think climate change is going to ruin everything. That's great. Let's make it happen faster. What the fuck is wrong with you? Sorry.
I prefer the accelerator pedal to the brake pedal. So
no one has ever died from going too fast. They have only died from stopping too quickly. Get rid of the brake pedal. You will be safe.
I feel like that's not true.
Okay, guys, we can talk. Let's talk about
you
this.
may
okay?
feel that way, but facts over feelings, Bimo.
Okay, so
Just get your period.
See ya, Josh. See ya.
Have a good one, Josh.
Okay, so listen. Speaking of the brakes and the acceleration. Well, it seems like there is no stopping this. There is no stopping there's no stopping the acceleration. There is no stopping this. Like you said, we are inventing much quicker than evolution.
Oh, Josh isn't leaving. He is just memeing about gotta go fast.
Oh, sorry. I didn't get it. Sorry.
Welcome back, Josh.
Don't you dare leave then.
He's just Sonicking, okay? There is a little hedgehog next to that gotta go fast. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm enjoying the fact that I can bring up the chat on the phone and look at you at the same time. That is an amazing feature. I know why it took so long for StreamYard to add that,
Hydra?
but I can do it.
So you enjoy these things about technology and whatever, but technology is ruining humanity.
Yes, that's clearly what I said. Yeah.
So,
what I said is that technology is ruining humanity, and not that it's allowing bad human behavior to persist. I never said that it doesn't allow good human behavior to also persist. See? Depressed Hydra, famous anti-technologist, Amish influencer. You see how quickly, yes, now some people will see me as anti-technology if they see some of these clips. Just like how some people think that Asmongold is a conservative influencer because of the way he covered some Trump clips, and that's forever stuck now. This is exactly the phenomenon I'm talking about.
Okay,
people are just going to fill in.
Okay, Hydra, hold on. I want to ask you then, okay? Which is more of a problem? Which is winning? Which force is winning when it comes to technology? We're talking about how dangerous it is because of how everybody can speak to everybody, and it's divided us all, right? And it's brought division.
It's so paradoxical. Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone can speak to everyone at the press of a button, but it makes you more divided instead of connected.
So how do we use the positive then? What is it that you like about technology?
Believe me, if I knew, I would be doing it. I think it's way above my pay grade to be able to tell you.
The other question is, cool, what do we like about technology then?
I like about technology that it allows us to solve some problems super fast that previously would have taken way longer and would be way riskier.
Seems like it creates a lot of problems.
It does, but it gets rid of old ones. Like my grandparents' generation, the skill set that you needed to live with was probably this always shifts, you know. If you go back far enough, the skill set was going to be being able to repair your own home, make your own butter, I don't know, be able to set up a way to get clean water or something. From there on, it slowly shifted hey, be able to buy and repair your car, know when to purchase a home, make a good financial investment. And from there on now shifts, be able to protect your password, sponsor me, whatever, VPN, protect yourself with XVPN. Here, a sponsorship would be perfect. But yeah, it shifted to be able to browse the internet safely. And then the newest one, which pisses me off so much because now I am part of one of those past generations, being able to differentiate AI generated content from real one. That is actually the one in the future. But future generation that comes after me is going to have that as one of their core skills, and I'm going to be the old grandpa sitting in the corner. Back in my days, people knew how to replace their buttons on their shirt,
Hydra.
and then people were like, "Okay, Grandpa Hydra, okay, sure, whatever." You know, I see the skill of whatever is needed is always shifting as time's progressing and technology
Yeah.
is sprinting.
At least we know that Hydra isn't an AI clone right now because he keeps getting cut off by the internet.
Yeah, that
How
would
much
not
did you
be-
hear? How much was
No,
lost?
we heard you. I'm just
We
making.
know we
Okay,
got
okay,
all
okay.
of that.
earlier.
He's just using that as a
Eventually, AI is
Yeah.
going to be able to fake that one too, Bimo.
Of course. But I for one,
mm.
somewhat embrace my AI overlords. Okay,
mhm.
somewhat.
Oh, nice shift
That
from
is
your account
part
when you
of
were against
actually
AIR.
that is a form of one of the accelerationist sub branches. It's all about accelerating the development as far as possible and wishing for AI to destroy or take over humanity entirely, because that means that we will surrender to the one true god of technology. That is one of the weird accelerationist sub branches, by the way.
Hey Dice.
Hey,
Is that a new
Dice. I
profile
like that new
picture?
50. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dice with the new skull.
Bonjour.
But guys, okay, let's get back to Epstein. Okay, so we've
Yeah.
used this as this big background. Okay, this big background about the
Oh,
reason we
Joe,
got
hold
onto
on,
this.
hold on. One trick.
In case, yeah,
Only
in
90 more
case
minutes.
you know, in case you guys missed the 90 minutes, basically the reason that we got onto this more in depth, I suppose, or I don't know, higher level discussion, whichever metaphor you would like, is because we were talking about what we trust in and where we get our facts from, and then also the division in groups in the USA. But that all came off the back of of Jeffrey Epstein. So let's get back to that. Hydra, your initial opinion that you expressed with us is, listen, we're not
gonna get the
this was-
Epstein. It's probably
we're not going to get
to.
this, and also it was just being used.
No, I
It was
said that I think some people knew that it was just being used by some people, thought that
Yeah.
maybe we are going to release it, maybe we won't. It depends on the guy in charge. I think that's what some people thought. I don't claim to be able to know for certain what everyone thought, because I'm not smart enough to do that. If I would be, I wouldn't be on this live stream and would be making 6 figures somewhere. But I do think that it was probably somewhere along those lines. And just to quickly say that I wouldn't be, by the way, I wouldn't be this one guide by comments if I was able to respond to comments on my phone while talking. But that is a feature that StreamYard once again lacks if you're on your phone. Fun fact. Fix your shit, StreamYards, please. But yes, sorry about
They
that.
ain't gonna fix
I
it.
just wanted to say quickly that, Josh, you're 100% correct. I have personally encountered Gen Z people when I sent them a zip file and they told me that it was broken because they couldn't open it with double click. I fucking lost my mind.
You need to extract it. What do you mean?
Guys, I would ask Gray to answer this question. Why is Miss Maxwell still in jail if there is no client list?
Well, I mean, so nobody is saying that Epstein is a clean guy. Like, he has a conviction of procuring minors for unsavory acts, and she apparently procured them for him. So I guess the official thing is it was, she supplied him for personal use, supposedly. Don't know if that's the extent of it, but I guess that's the official story
Obviously
right
not,
now.
but that's the easiest one to get. You can get that straight out of the way because that person, nobody could possibly be defending that person in good faith. 90% of the populace agrees that one, so that person immediately gets thrown into the guilty pile. But from onwards there, things get more difficult, especially when a bunch of people under suspicion are incredibly powerful and will do everything in their way to prevent you from seeking any justice. And as long as those people are around, getting any sort of list or confession or proof of their crimes out is going to be very difficult, especially if they are very wealthy and can just slap you down into the dirt over and over again.
There's testimony from victims
Yeah.
of which a couple have died of
Only like 5.
just terrible depression. It's run rampant with these people.
Yeah,
You know,
but you're forgetting this is an old story. Why are we still talking about it?
Mhm.
yeah. There's flight logs. There's things they can ask people questions. You know, just based on the coincidences alone. Just hey, do us a favor. Speak to us on the record. We're not saying you're guilty of anything, but just what the fuck, bro? In so many words, just what the fuck, dude.
I hear what you're
Well-
saying. So if I'm gonna try and if I'm gonna try and white knight some of the people who have defended this or whatever, Dershowitz is saying so he was not only Epstein's friend, but then he was Epstein's lawyer in a couple of his cases.
And always wears
he's
underwear.
saying, yeah, he always wears underwear. Just keep that in mind. So you can trust this guy. But yeah, it's really kind of weird. But he was basically claiming that there's been so many names that were brought up in this that it would just be completely not only illegal, but it would definitely taint everyone's opinion, and basically people would have public trials done and they would just be perceived as guilty. There would be no shot at these people actually getting a chance at justice if the names were just released or whatever.
When
like
has
every
that
name from
bothered the
every
United States
accusation.
government before? I would like to ask the question.
Yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying, but I mean, say one of us's names just happened to show up like in that trial or whatever. Of course, you'd think it's like kind of unfair if you're just being like dragged through the mud. You have no way to defend yourself.
It
say
wouldn't
the
be
victim's name
exactly
is
new, but
retracted or whatever.
at
Yeah, but-
least there would be a bunch of pedophiles probably dragged through with me.
But there's defamation
True.
lawsuits, and
Yeah.
if go on.
Clearing your name, yeah.
That was all I was going to say is like you would be opening yourself up to so many different lawsuits if you
Right.
just drag those names out. And I think you'd get a lot of that also if you release the flight logs. But there are, actual accusations that happened in the trials that were substantiated. It seems like at least sorry, I just read Congo Chris's comment there. Hey, what can I say, man? Flying public sucks, okay? I did not take any flights, but I would have strongly considered it if I didn't have to go through TSA. That being said, you will not find my name in any of the documents. But
Because there's no documents.
well, true. But those binders that were released, my name
So-
is nowhere in there.
There's at least one other person that there has been a financial agreement that the woman who was a victim can no longer speak on her own behalf because she got very, very depressed. Even though a couple of days prior to her dying, she said, guys, I'm not suicidal. But,
Mhm.
it's funny how things change. There was a settlement between her and a
Andrew?
prince. Yep. So if
Yeah.
Epstein's the only one, what's going on over here? Why was there a settlement there?
Well, okay. I hate to say it, but a settlement does not actually prove guilt. It's just
It's-
suspicious as hell, isn't
It is
Yeah,
it?
but
what
once
Dershowitz said.
again, it's about how it makes you look, as Gray said it before.
Yeah, there were lots of payouts. There were lots of things. Goldman Sachs also paid out a lot
Right.
of money
So
to people.
considering how many victims there are, get them on the record.
Yeah.
That would be
Allowing
nice, but,
victims to speak in court against powerful people who mistreated them? How is that possible, Charles? What are you thinking? We
Charles,
could never
you
allow
wanna
for such a thing to
re-victimize them?
happen.
come on, don't re-victimize them, Charles. They
My
should just
point
never
is-
talk about this again.
Yeah,
That'll
you-
make
you-
them feel so much better.
You've been starring
No,
this
obviously
up
we're
for
being stupid.
the better part
Yes.
of a decade. Like there are ways to, I don't know. There's more than nothing to do. That's for sure.
Yes, and the big question for me, Charles, with that is there's more than nothing to do. Now,
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I
I'm
wanna-
sorry. I automatically read that in Bill Clinton's voice. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
and people are supposed to go, yeah, sounds legit. Yes, that's true. But the thing is, the way that it's being handled, that makes it even more worrying. Like usually
Yes.
I would be like, guys, we're okay. Just let's not be conspiratorial here. Just relax, okay? It's probably a simple explanation. But the fact that we had this 180 by Trump, and I'm sorry, he's not that stupid that he could think that just saying these things
Are you
is
sure?
going to be enough.
No,
Like-
but I'm tired of
Haven't you
this,
thought about
this
that?
being
Yeah.
said. Like every single time Trump says something that makes him
I don't want to
popular,
have that discussion. I don't want to have that discussion. Okay.
Trump cannot be
I don't wanna have-
simultaneously so dumb and so smart. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no. I don't want to have, because we always do that. It's what people think of Trump and whatever. I'm saying literally the guy hasn't done this kind of stupid move before, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I mentioned before.
He's not reading the room. Usually he's got at least some
That's
supporters that he
usually
reads.
the whole thing is that he
Yes.
gets on stage and he senses the crowd incredibly well.
Yes.
That's what I was talking about. And that's why I said before that I think he could have entirely gotten away with it if he did not phrase it like this.
Yes, exactly. So I'm thinking that there is something that he just cannot do what he wanted to do with this. Whether it's because he is implicated, I don't know. But what is it? What could this, and what makes this so much worse is if you give us nothing, absolutely nothing, we're gonna make it up. We're gonna think about it. We're gonna imagine the worst, because
It's
that's
going to
what I'm
provide
doing.
the opposite effect. If you
So-
would have released a little bit, it would have been like a release valve on a tension. Like if
Yeah.
And
If you
and that's
can-
the big thing. Sorry, like I could believe that some things they can't release. Maybe a judge's order or something that we're just not allowed to know about. but
even they said
surely
that,
that
oh,
wouldn't
the
be
victims, we
everything.
can't do that. Then redact the
There
victims'
must be
names. Like
something. And it's the downplaying it. Anyway, Charles, I interrupted you.
Your own administration, you have Pam Bondi in February, in this current
Yeah.
administration, saying, I have the book on my desk. So, like, if there is nothing to talk about, she should be out of her job, because why would you bring that information public if it's nothing?
it was a book about having the book on the desk. Okay, it's when she said it's sitting on my desk to review. It was not about clearly what they were talking about. It was about a list about the thing they were talking about a list. Okay, it's
Yes.
not about sitting her desk.
When you
It's
watch-
completely different, naturally.
Then
Also,
there's the-
When you
very quickly, sorry, a really important request was made in chat, and I have to comply because I have to. Joshua Caliero, I can't pronounce your name still. I'm so sorry.
Just say good, Josh.
Says, I need Hydra to read this. Hold on. Let me get my voice ready. We have ways of making you talk. There you go. Request granted.
Morning, David. Hi, David.
Hey, David.
What really gave me the creeps was watching these different clips in succession. Okay, don't worry, I won't get you through all the behavior panel stuff, but basically they look at the different. They look at her her body language and her responses all the way through in this, and it basically usually these guys do not push conspiracies. Okay, they are very much against. They're here for the truth, but they're like, what we can tell you is there's something. There's something going on with this idea of him being a CIA. Something about him being working for the CIA.
If I had to
And
guess, I would say
that is why
that.
we can't release things. Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I wouldn't say that, oh, he was a spy who was working for the CIA, but I would be. It's very, I wouldn't guess that person, but again, I have zero expertise in this. It's literally just don't get angry at me, people in chat, that I said the wrong thing or believe differently at you too, please, be normal. This is just my opinion. I can be completely wrong, but I more so would believe that maybe, since you've acquired such a large amount of information from these influential people, maybe you would wheel and deal with that information. Since you already have so much money, what's more valuable than that? Strings attached to powerful puppets. I could totally imagine that maybe, if not a spy, an informant, or selling some stuff to this nation, or maybe the other one if they pay more, etc. That kind of thing.
There's just a series of even more stupid decisions that keep like compounding. Like the fact that they released that prison video, knowing full well there's a minute missing. If you're going to put that out there, at least say, oh, by the way, there's 58 seconds or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, it's going to look weird, but that's just a thing. Like, why wouldn't you let people know? Considering
No, they know it after you noticed. After you noticed, that's the thing.
Well,
but then this makes me
fired for that.
Charles,
shit.
they're
Like,
going to release a next video, and it's going to
But
show
the
that that is consistent with a minute missing in every video.
But
So
to act
everything's
like-
fine.
to constantly fuck up and act like, what's the big deal? Like you aren't picking up
You
on
know
this,
what
like,
the big deal is. Please, you are making it worse.
Okay, so
Can I ask
yeah.
one quick question on this though? So with all of these like quotes that it's going to show, does it give a timeline for it or like when these are from?
It's chronologically. It's
Nice.
the clips is number one is before. I don't know which date. I can't give you the exact dates, but they go in order that they occurred in time. Okay.
Perfect.
So
Of Jeffrey Epstein's clients?
can you guys hear it?
Will that
okay?
really happen?
Yeah, we
It's
can
sitting
hear.
on my
We do.
desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files.
Well, she says
That's
she's going
all in
to.
the process
She
of
hasn't
being
done it yet.
reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of
In
these
the process.
agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
So she
Because
does
she
the
hasn't
not
reviewed it
yet.
yet.
Yeah, she hasn't reviewed it yet. And that's it. That's fine. That's okay. And she seems pretty excited. Basically, what
Let
they
me
come
get
up
your
with is that she's very excited. That's it. She's just giving you whatever she can. And look, also, guess what? I'm doing this on the directive of the president. I'm doing this because
Yeah, I would be willing
Trump
to bet
said.
that some of this comes back to haunt her. Like, she could have
It's
probably
already
said,
haunting her.
I have a direct
her.
directive about the president, about this exact issue sitting on my desk right now, and I'm
No,
going
she
to
said
review
this,
it. Like,
basically what she's saying is that this is she's making sure that everybody knows that Trump is the reason she's doing this as
yeah,
well.
she
Like, he
wants
is
to
very
make
involved.
it look very
She's-
nice. I know.
She's
Yeah,
connected the two. So now this is the next one that we hear. The next one we
Look
hear
at
from
how
her.
Take
freaking
on
tired she
something
looks
else, which
compared
a
to the
lot of
last clip.
Yeah, she started reading it.
Have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
And also she smiles and she's like, not yet. She expects to be wowed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get your take on something
And
else,
now
which
she's
a
been
lot of
threatened
people were
with theft.
emailing me about and talking to me about when they heard that you were coming on the show. The MAGA group is mad
So it looks
that
like you got
they don't know
surgery on
more
her
about the
lips.
Epstein files. The MAGA group is mad that they
Good Lord, we have this person on the. Like, I know my voice can be really shrill and irritating, but this is a person on the news. This is how
this,
people.
that is exactly what I would
the
imagine
MAGA,
a stereotypical.
The MAGA people.
Yeah,
Jeez,
It's exactly. This is when I imagine a stereotypical news anchor reading of stuff like
No,
at 9
I don't
a.m.
think-
local time in Chicago. You know, this is exactly what I imagine.
I think of a really nice voice, like good evening kind of thing. Not the MAGA.
Good evening.
Jeez.
You are
Anyway.
much more
don't know more
optimistic
about
than I
the
am.
January
So anyway, this
6th investigation. Are you going to give us any more information on these two issues?
Sure. And first to the Epstein, I'm mad that I didn't have more information on Epstein. I was given 200 pages of documents. I've asked Director Patel. He came in after that, of course.
okay. So she got 200 pages of documents.
I'd
Passing
asked
the
for
buck.
those documents prior to Cash coming in. Cash is going to get me all the information. I've asked him to find out why I didn't receive all those documents and he didn't receive all those documents. We've now
So she's trying
It's
this
not
to give
my
you this
fault,
messaging.
guys.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
I
she
didn't receive all the documents. Hold on. By the way, before we move on, again, something extremely important. I know it's chat. I know we should start a GoFundMe so we can buy Epstein's Island and convert it into Hydra's secret volcano lair, says Congo Chris. I think that would be amazing, but only if I can chuck all of the people on the list into the volcano afterwards.
Yeah.
Sounds good
Why
to me.
not?
I mean, let's have like
Found
a
out, of
little
course, that they
trial
were in-
first.
Nah, they're on the
We don't
list.
need- we
You
can
were on the
afford- we
flight
can-
logs.
We can
You were
just
Like
make it a
Survivor.
theater, like The Great Purge by Stalin. Okay, we can just
We're
We're
make,
just
$200
make
trying
it
to
up
get
as
a
we
free
go.
flight. No.
in New York. We've received truckload of documents of evidence.
documents, evidence, all of this. She's
Yep.
talking this up. Okay.
Is the
And
truckload
Cash
literal
is going
though?
to give
Yeah. I don't know.
She
Is there a
doesn't
test?
say
All
it
the
on
binders that they
purpose.
handed out.
That's the point.
Mm.
She
But
says a
she's like-
truckload, but she
Binders-
doesn't say if it's literally a truckload because she knows she doesn't want to say that.
But listen to how she then goes with it. She's like, we've got all this evidence that's coming
me
for
a
us.
deadline on when he can go
So instead of saying, "Oh, we're going to look at it," she's talking about this is the most amazing corporate speak. Really, I'm going to let you. He'll let me know when there's a deadline for when he's going to look at it. So it's not even like he's going to look at it or whatever. It's like I'll let you know when I have a deadline. Like, okay.
through that to protect, of course, the victims of sex trafficking who are wrapped into this. And he's going to give me a deadline
does
on when
Cash
he
look
can
so
get this, and we
uncomfortable?
will get out as much as we can, as fast as we can, to
Okay.
the American people, because they deserve to know. Same with January 6th. We're all working.
So this the thing that the behavior panel picked up with him, same with January 6th and all of this, and she brings up, okay, just look at what the other conspiracy theories
She
brings
likes
up
to web
also.
it together with like, look at
Mhm.
all of these
Yes.
other awesome stuff, guys. Look at
Yes.
how much I
Yeah.
agree with Trump and you guys and all of this. Like,
No,
man.
yeah, she is supposed to do that. She's supposed to make you feel like, hey, I'm with you guys. But she also brings up the other conspiracies as if like, look, you are going to get these things, guys. Look, it's transparency. It's transparency.
Forget the body language. The fact that she literally says by the direction of Trump, and she
Mhm,
says the American people deserve to know.
Yeah.
That's why it's a big deal. You recognize it and you say it. So, like, what do you like? This is all you need.
Yeah.
You recognize it and you said it. So,
This
Yeah,
this
yeah,
not
we're
this
pissed.
is not rocket science. Yeah.
on
Right.
JFK
But
right
you're
now.
reading into it
See-
that-
We're working.
JFK. She's talking about JFK, January 6th, whatever. At least January 6th and Epstein are a lot more relevant. But JFK, yeah, okay.
So
JFK
Well-
is interesting. Okay?
I have something to
So that's
say
kind of the
about this.
thing.
OJ,
Do you guys think that the government has released the full story on JFK? Do you?
No.
Think that
No,
they're
I don't
genuinely in
think
the
it would
business
be in
of-
their best interest because it probably wouldn't make them look that good.
So
So-
did you think this was different? Like maybe I'm just cynical,
Mhm.
but I just don't think the government is in the business of telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
For-
that
for
doesn't
sure.
you're so
necessarily
cynical.
like we agree on that now, but that is a consequence of the events that came before. I can't help but feel that there was somewhere a good timeline when it didn't have to be this way, and we just missed the exit at some point.
We will be
So,
working on Martin
Kitty.
Luther King. All of
Mhm.
This one part of the subject kept getting brought up in my conversations with others about Epstein, about how none of this matters because everyone was taking her out of context, even though she directly said that the files were on her desk and she's going to review them. When she was asked about the list, they'll just say, well, maybe she just slipped up her words, so everyone's making a mountain out of a molehill.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
The same thing is what we
It's
spoke
like people
about
have taken their
with,
software and just
Yeah.
updated it.
hmm
It fucking
That-
pisses me off.
Well, that's the thing that we spoke about when we also spoke about this. It was like, oh, whether it really is a list or not. It's not so much that it's a list, okay? We're not expecting it to be a little black book,
Yeah,
okay?
number
But-
3.
yeah, no,
Steve
like
McCann.
we're really not. We're not that naive. We're not thinking it, but we're saying that there needs to be people of interest from an investigation. That's how
I
it
would-
works with crimes.
I
Okay,
would
that's what
just
we want.
I would prefer to trust our government to want to put away the most evil people around. Okay,
Yeah.
I would prefer our government to do that. That is the ideal I strive for in the government.
You think they
I
would
would-
jail themselves?
Themselves? Man, I
If-
hope they would have the integrity to do so.
Yeah, ideally they would have the integrity to self-cleanse themselves of particularly rotten and evil
That-
I hope
individuals.
they all get really depressed and just
Or-
disappear.
If they're
See, I am
innocent-
already depressed. I am completely immune to this. Put me in the government. I'll be good, I swear. Elect me, and I definitely won't tell you why are you still talking about this.
like these people whose name appears so many times, like Bill Clinton, come forward and say, hey, listen, I know this looks fishy, but I'm going to get in front of this and tell you why I'm innocent and how and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm. But
Not going to do that.
no, we're going to do this instead.
these things
I
that the
did
president
not
promised,
have
we will
anything to do with that, man.
Well, yeah, this.
Be doing.
So
Luther
what the
King,
president
all of these things
promised-
that the president promised, we will be doing. They can try to hide documents from us, but they can't. Might take a
Okay.
little longer. We will find them and we will release them to the American people.
The deep state, the baddies.
Ah, naturally.
Transparency.
Okay.
All right, Greg, what do you got?
Okay, so you guys.
It's
can
very
go and watch
convenient that
their
the deep
analysis.
state is like very weak and very strong at the same time whenever it's necessary to make these guys look good, or we are fighting against the strongest evil there ever was, or we have overpowered them and won the election, but we can't possibly win here. Like this sign of an enemy that is simultaneously weak and strong whenever it's convenient
Where is
for a
that? It's
particular
on my
narrative
desk.
is not very likable, in my opinion. I don't like it personally. I don't think this is a sign of a healthy political movement. I just want to put that out there.
I don't think anyone disagrees.
Oh, you
It's
bet there will
transparency.
be. There will be people who will say, oh, Hydra is 100% wrong. He has TDS. I don't know. Like the moment, no matter how well I try to phrase something and how carefully I try to explain that it's a complex position and I'm not trying to present an absolute, there will be people immediately who jump on me saying that I'm just 100% wrong and
Hydra,
evil and a
it's
bad
okay.
person objectively.
It's okay. Cynical Finch hasn't been here in like 8 months.
I'm not naming names, but I wasn't thinking about him.
Right, so here we go. This is obviously the last one.
February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said, I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well.
Again, she always brings up this MLK. She's got to bring up all of them along with. So she had the conspiracy.
She's establishing
box on her-
collateral. Listen,
Yeah.
even if this doesn't work out, we have all of these others
Yes.
that are also.
Yeah, look at the shiny thing. Yeah.
That's
Could
what
she
I
not
meant
just
by
be
that.
speaking like a wizard or whatever, or like a genie? Like you have to really listen to the words that she's saying, because even
You
if
have
it is
to.
just one
You have
paper,
3
one booklet,
files to wish
it fits
for.
in a
Like,
truck. It fits in a truck. That's one truckload. That's a truckload of evidence. And then, she did say that it was sitting on her desk to be reviewed. So I don't know. Maybe you just have to read harder into what she's saying. But yeah, this I don't know. Communication doesn't seem to be their best attribute.
She's being very firm and like, shut up, you guys, just stop saying this shit. Okay, I said this, and you guys are blowing it all out of proportion. She seems really over the top
imagine,
about it.
Like behind the cameras, it's like she's having a conversation with Trump, and Trump is like, every time that they ask you a question about this, I take $10 off of your salary.
10?
Also, to the
$10.
tens of thousands of videos,
So nothing.
they turned out to be child porn downloaded
See how she looks at it? It's like, look, Trump, I'm saying the things, okay?
by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released.
Also, she's bringing that in. It's like, listen, another
Guys,
thing that
guys,
it's like, oh, do you want us to release the child porn? Is that what you
No.
want? Yeah, that's what you want, you freaking weirdos.
That's the only possible thing that you could want. See,
Yeah, you
see. Look at me,
freaking-
Mr. President. I told them that we won't be. Am I not your good girl, Mr. President? I told them what you wanted to hear. Please, approve
I
me.
never
Never
want to
see
hear
the
those words again.
light of
Hydra,
day.
please never
To
say
him
that
being
again.
an agent, I have no knowledge
Oh, this is the greatest catnip for conspiracy theory.
about release. Never going to
Enthusiasts, listen to this.
see the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on
We'll
that.
circle back basically on that.
Oh
I
no,
have no
that's you
knowledge.
shouldn't have said that. Oh no.
So she can neither confirm nor deny, essentially. And what the behavior panel picked up on is from that line about him being an agent. That's when there were a bit of clusters of discomfort.
And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the
Definitively, but it wasn't conclusive.
prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on
The
that,
video
there was a
didn't
minute
show
that
him
was off
committing
the-
suicide.
Shifts around. What did the video even show, guys?
Nothing.
The outside of his
Literally
It
cell.
showed that the
Not
video
even the
wasn't
outside of his
working.
cell.
Yeah, showed that the video wasn't working.
It's the equivalent of your video showing us your cat right now. That's what it showed
Yeah.
us.
Well, it's
Okay.
pretty conclusive. The cat's not on the screen right now. That's what it showed us.
The cat has taken over the stream. That would be the immediate
And what
reaction.
we learned from Bureau of
Hey, Mad.
Prisons was every
up, Mads?
night.
Okay, so this whole explanation here, they're like, we're waiting. She basically says, yeah, we're waiting for other videos to show you, to prove to you guys that this minute thing happened. What do you mean
There you go,
waiting?
Charles. Your mind's going to be set at ease. Where you said that it had this missing minute, now she's going to show you a bunch of videos with a missing minute.
Oh, but she's
you go.
taking her time to get those. It's going to take time. But one of the things the guy said was like, hey, you know what you could do is the video after that one and the video after that one. You know what? Yesterday's video, you could do it because apparently the system is, all we need is evidence that this is how the system works.
Ooh,
It's
very good
old
point.
technology. It's from like 99, so
Yeah.
it takes a while.
That's a very good
Okay.
point.
So here's our number 4.
I didn't even think about that shit.
Released yesterday in Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency.
Oh, bless
former
his
Labor
soul. He's
Secretary
still trying.
What are they
Yeah,
saying about
whether-
DJT's body
Mhm.
language there? He's kind of closed off.
You know what they've said there, Charles?
He's
His
thinking
body-
about
he is-
Texas.
His body's
He-
facing a different direction, like to shield himself.
He is the,
from
they
the
said he
question.
is the most locked up. Okay, he's locked in to just keep shit together.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
basically what they've got.
I don't know how much I believe this body language stuff though. I've always been known as a stony faced and very stoic, like not very moving person when
That's
it
your
comes to
baseline.
conversation. But like
I think it's
Yeah.
there is a
No, wait,
potential for big pitfalls because you may not know some things and attribute it to something else. Of course, that's always the case with any science in regards to people. So humans of science
So
just have
what's
that
your
problem in
baseline,
general.
Bimo?
But
You were saying that you're stoic
being a
and
dick.
yeah.
we already knew that. Tell us something we didn't know already.
No, so basically
So,
what these
hold
guys
on.
would be doing, yeah.
We know that he's just fed up with hearing about this. Does
Mhm.
does his demeanor tell you that this is something that he's just like exhausted with hearing about, or does it look like he's there's something off about his like the way he's
He could be wishing he's having his 4th cup of coffee right now. Like I'm not sure how much I believe this.
That's okay. That's okay. The only thing, they're never ever telling you what the person is thinking. Okay, they're only
He's
just saying what
locked
their
in,
body,
Kitty.
what their body is saying, right? So they're only ever, and the thing is that they look. What they do is, if you're a certain kind of person, you have a certain baseline. Once you move away from baseline, those are the things that they'll pick up. So yeah,
Okay.
that's why I watch this
my-
channel. It's not hocus pocus. These are the experts. If you want to find them, these are the ones.
Miami
Okay.
U.S. Attorney Alex Costa.
I'd appreciate a link
allegedly
later.
said
I
that
wanna
he
look
did
there.
work for an
Yeah,
Richard
I'll
Linklater?
give you
I mean, you could just look it up. I mean, Google exists.
It's called,
Why
it's
would I
called the
do that
behavior
when Kitty
panel.
could just do it for me?
Yeah, you're right. Why take any action or anything like that? So
TJ Maxx.
can I ask one thing? Like, we all
Mhm.
seem to be under the impression that he was using means of blackmailing other people.
Mhm.
So
What about
I'd always
whitemailing?
heard about the videos. I'd never like looked into them or anything like that. I mean, like, her answer is, you know, these were all things that he downloaded as opposed to videos that he created or anything like that. Is
Mhm.
there any? I haven't looked into like the previous trial, like the claims of whether he was actually like blackmailing people. What is everyone's idea that these videos that they had, the thousands of videos, were all supposed to be blackmail and they were supposed to have like names in them or something? Like, where are we all coming with that?
at
assumption?
least one of the victims testified that she worked as a masseuse at the place, and she saw the wall of screens that had cameras like in the bathroom in an office. Like they were filming everything, and that's what
Yeah.
For security?
she testified to. Well, she apparently there was a a pinhole in the restroom, like they were filming the toilet.
Mm.
The way the
Security.
mechanism that would.
I mean,
it's like Westworld mechanism.
you never know
I'm
who's going to
not
try to steal your
saying-
toilet water.
So Congo Chris is saying like the island was packed with cameras. If I owned an island, I would probably pack it with cameras, not the pinhole kind that Charles was describing or anything
Listen,
like that. But
that toilet water.
I'd want security. I'm just saying. You never
What
know.
if an alligator
Scary
comes out from the toilet and you need to make sure?
Yeah. Well, not in the toilet, but you never know.
Those swanky urinal cakes, man, they're not cheap.
I mean, technically, when they say he downloaded the videos, they could have meant he downloaded them wirelessly from the
from the hard drive.
cameras.
Yeah, so I was just wondering because like I hadn't heard any description of the video. So thank you, Charles, for that enlightenment. Obviously, like that is the thing that like all these world leaders and very powerful people were visiting him. So of course you'd want to get something lord over them or whatever.
Great.
But
if you would like to rust out your brain, I am happy to look through stuff on my channel with you. If you'd like to be a
Man, that
Do
term
a
has
research
been
stream.
poisoned in my mind.
No,
I just
want to ask you
the point that I was trying to say that is very ineloquent is what J-Max saying. Like he's saying he doesn't live on an island and he does have cameras all over his house, just not in the bathrooms. That's all I was trying to say.
right. I'm not saying that it's it proves fire, but it certainly implies smoke at the very least.
Well, yeah,
from
Charles.
the
because
testimony of the victim.
if they testified, they could perjure themselves, and that
Right.
could be even worse for
and,
them. So
and they're not being sued for perjury or
Yeah.
defamation. So
they're just being buried under a different story.
they're just getting really depressed and taking things into their own hands.
So that's the worry here. Like, okay, if there is, I'm with you, Gray. I'm very much okay with it not being this big conspiracy. And you know what? Maybe the guy is just a creep on his own and had this little system going, and maybe it was 2 or 3 people that he blackmailed, 2 or 3, whatever. Then let us know. For me, I'm like, why can't we know
Yeah.
who it was?
For sure. And I think we all want to know.
or-
But I think for one thing, we can officially call him a creep. I think even the official story, it's not just maybe he's a creep. It's no, this dude's a creep. Just
No,
how
he's
much of a
proper
creep and was he sharing with others?
Allegedly.
Yes, that's the thing. Was he sharing with others? And was it just sharing, like, hey, he had this party? Or was it sharing and filming and then pulling strings and doing stuff?
If I
It
may,
can go as far as the CIA.
sharing is not necessarily needed. When you look at some of the people that have been to his island and what they said, like
Dershowitz
some of
left
the
his underwear on.
but some of the comments like, oh, if everyone knew what I knew about the 2 candidates, the 2016 election would have to be cancelled or something. Okay, I'm not quoting it precisely. Or when people said, oh, I'm not scared of anyone, but I'm scared of you because of what you have on me, or etc., etc. It may not necessarily need to be an elaborate conspiracy about recording all of these people what they did, but the mere fact that some of these people were probably recorded while they were doing these despicable acts, in and of itself, even the potential for that or the threat of that hanging above people's heads as a sword of Damocles is enough to be used as a significant force against these people. Because think about it, if he actually went through and blackmailed one of these people, then everyone was scattered like birds in all directions, and they probably wouldn't come to his island anymore if they figured out that there is a potential to be blackmailed by this guy. So if I was in his place and I was this creep, weirdo, pedophile supervillain, my thought process would probably be, I don't actually need to do any blackmail. Because once they know that the implication is there, I can just, nudge them to work a little harder on their friendship with me. Because you don't actually have to press the button. Just have to know people that I may have nukes and you don't necessarily want to invade me.
Well, you don't even necessarily need to go that far with blackmails. Okay, I'll use Harvey Weinstein
No, I
as
trust
an
him.
example. As an example, Harvey Weinstein, he was prolific with doing awful things to many women, and only a few women came forward. After that, then we had the whole Me Too movement where everyone and their mother was saying that Harvey Weinstein touched them. But like the whole thing that kept him from like having anything happen with him which ironically those charges like were dropped recently, or they were lowered. But that's
He's still in
besides the
prison.
point. I know he's still in prison at the moment, but it was the implication that this will be used against you. It doesn't need to be even directly said blackmail. It is that person is of the understanding that this may be used against them.
Things could go wrong for you.
Why
It might
do
be
I
bad
want
luck.
to make you say Mamma Mia Visi?
Here we
Mamma
go
mia.
Mm.
But yeah, I've said what I need to say on that.
Can we trust anything from the guy that sounds like Dracula? Fear me,
No.
for I
First off, it's
sound like the
Dracula.
evilest of all
You
vampires. I
must
don't know.
fear him.
Wait.
Okay?
Yeah.
You don't sound like Dracula. You sound like Adam Sandler in Transylvania. Hotel
Everyone hears
Transylvania.
different things.
I don't know who that
But-
is, but that's probably, I don't know.
Okay, Gray. Let's go to the possibilities. Okay, we knew. Okay, it's better idea: buy an island and plant white and black flowers all over it in the form of a QR code. Make sure it's got lots of air traffic over it. And
God,
then
that would be
what?
so intensive to
Okay,
keep up.
that
Imagine
would be
just one of the
cool.
flowers dying and fucking up the
Yeah.
QR code.
Yeah.
Or it was
And
really
we could
windy
use
that
fake
day.
ones. Yeah. And then it just turns into a different link completely. Like that wasn't it that Barbie link? There was a QR code on a Barbie product or something, and it actually went to a porn site or something.
Yes, it went to a porn site. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Why would other people know you're being blackmailed? Yeah.
Because people
They might
talk
not
about these
necessarily, but the rich people have a lot of connections, and they might figure out stuff that a normal person wouldn't pretty
Oh,
fast.
that would be great. That would
Go
be
to a
great. Rickrolling
confidant
is still
saying,
great.
Oh
I
my
think
God,
this is
you know
happening
what?
to me.
There was that prank when people put out the welcome to XYZ to an airport that wasn't actually that, so the planes landing would think they have been diverted or they arrived at the wrong place to freak out the passengers.
Wow.
Imagine that, but it's a Rickroll. When you fly above and it's the QR code, oh, what's that? And it's a Rickroll. That would be amazing.
So okay, we've got. Let's look at the scenarios here. Okay, I think as we said, he's a creep, right? And he has a procurement system through Maxwell that gets him many girls. Okay, like he would have them have visits from them 3 times a day and stuff like that. He had a voracious appetite apparently, and that's all that happened. And people flocked around him because he was a rich guy, and you get a free plane ride. Why not? You know,
The financial part I did not understand. Apparently, all of these people trusted him, even though he had very little credentials in terms of like finance, taking care of their money and investment. But these people trusted him anyway. Like that part,
See, I
I do
love
not
it.
completely understand. Not an expert at all. But
He knew how to make you how to hide money for you. It's not like he was brilliant on the up and up, but on under the table, he knew how to make your money disappear.
I guess.
You want a 44?
I don't know. I'm not completely in touch with that because I that's not my. I don't know much about that, so I'm not sure. I don't know personally.
Well, that's how he
That's
came
something I
to
don't
so much
understand.
power. If you're a billionaire, and as opposed to paying $100 million in taxes,
you were constantly looking after how not to pay taxes. I know. Yeah.
so yeah, paying him $10 million to make $100 million look like it's not there. Yeah, it's worth $90 million to do that.
And then there is this kind of, in those circles, there is a friend of a friend and a networking sort of thing. That's how those systems work.
And plus, like Diddy wasn't that rich, but apparently his parties were
Yeah,
a thing.
somewhat. No one really knows how he got the money. Well, the point is he had it. Okay, and fine, we had that scenario 1 where he's just a normal creep with a lot of money. Okay, if he was just a normal creep without money, he would just have, I don't know, 1 or 2 victims. Cool. So he got a lot more.
There's also the theory that Ghislaine Maxwell is the one who had all the dirt because of her father owned like a tabloid newspaper in the UK.
Oh, that was the hidden gun, maybe.
Robert Maxwell,
Mm.
who also died mysteriously.
Interesting.
Just convenient
So-
coincidences.
Mhm. And it doesn't help when that sort of thing happens. You don't. Everything is tainted. Everything is. It could be part of the conspiracy. You don't know. That's the wildness about a conspiracy theory. You will never be satisfied. You will never be satisfied with the answers. Actually, and that's a weakness that Trump is now being exposed to. This is not my analysis. It comes from your favorite that you don't like, Dr. Todd Grande. But yes, he is right. He spoke about conspiracy theorists and the way they will never be satisfied with anything that actually comes out. When they say, no, really, here is
Because
the
they need
truth,
a new
here are the
conspiracy
files.
that brings the conspiracy theorists together. There will never be the we actually now know about everything. That's impossible.
Yes,
That would be like
Yeah.
taking away astrology from a grandma whose only thing left is the angle between Saturn and Jupiter because all of her grandkids are gone. Like you can't do that.
My favorite
Yeah.
doctors are the ones that focus on the algorithm.
He knew we're going to talk about it. Hey, we're focusing on the algorithm here. I
I'm not
guess
a
we don't
fucking
have
doctor,
1.5. And I don't think we have
Why
1.5
not?
million subscribers, but whatever. But yeah, he does still make a good point, whether you like him or not. It's a really good point. That sure, nobody's going to ever be satisfied, but at the same time, from a reasonable point of view, this still sounds fishy. Okay, at
Yeah.
least I'm still dissatisfied with the flop. I feel like I'm not being unreasonable by wanting them to not have turned 180, like within that many clips, essentially. Hi, Jay. As someone who knows very rich people personally, I have a bit of insight into how this stuff works. It's very clear you do. I've always thought the most conspiratorial parts of Epstein were overblown, seeing as it involves the government and the government is incompetent. So yeah, for them to keep things secret or whatever, it would make...
Not all governments are incompetent, but the United States government and its government agencies do have a pretty, I'm just going to say, funny history of overcomplication, bureaucracy, and yes, incompetence. Yeah.
Yeah, but they
What I
agree,
dislike
you
is when Americans say that governments are fundamentally incompetent and they go to another country and think it just applies because of their personal experience. But yeah, it's just assumptions. I always don't just assume things. Because, like, yes, you may be correct in there. You may be correct this about the United States government, but I tire when people just take what they've learned, go to a completely different set of circumstances, and just slap it on there like fucking flex tape because it must apply here too.
Do you have a message to read from Jay?
Oh, I do.
You were just interrupted,
J
sir.
Mac. That being said, the story being told sounds nonsense, and there are definitely some culprits, and not just Epstein himself. And the operation does sound rather large, so it can't just be one guy.
I'm definitely on that, in that there is something more here. I am not willing to... I can believe that it was overblown, in that there was some sort of nugget of shit truth, okay, there. And then people went and built upon it. And like Hydra explained, the politicians were using it for their benefit by saying, I'm going to be the one that lets you know the truth and all of that. Sure, I understand that. But there is something more than just Epstein. And the fact that they won't even just release whatever it is they have on him makes it harder for us.
Not only
releasing anything would have been literally better than what they decided to do.
Exactly.
Or if there's no SA crimes to speak of, we do know that he did some funny stuff with money, and asked Nicolas Cage how the IRS feels about ducking taxes. So tell us about the financial shit. Like
something.
I
think
who is he helping?
Wouldn't that be better? But also, Charles,
It's
like
something.
politically, wouldn't it be better that you could, and then you could go, but I told you, and also create a narrative, create a better story. Create a better story that says, Yeah, that's weird. Who the hell BMO? We've been cutting out for BMO in previous streams. He would have to come back
Oh,
because he couldn't
that's
hear us.
unfortunate.
We could hear him. He couldn't hear us. Anyway, but tell a better story. Tell us. Oh, you know what? Wow, there's been this overblown lie. Don't call it a hoax. Number one, Mr. Trump.
It has to be
That's
a hoax
stupid.
because it works for him before.
We've gone
so he
from
tries
it's
to do it
big-
again. It's hoax
We've gone
because
from it's big and everybody and it matters and everything to it's a fucking
of
hoax.
course,
It's the Democrats.
of course,
and you know what? And
it's
everybody.
convenient. That's why he will lie about it. All it takes if that's what's convenient. Like the moment you make it to power, it doesn't really matter if you are good enough at speaking what you actually promised on the campaign trail. That is unfortunately a fundamental part of reality and politics. And the only reason I think he didn't get away with this time, as previously said, because he chose his words particularly poorly. But what is scary to me is that he could have gotten away with it entirely if he was just a little bit more careful this time. But for some reason, he went the exact same route as with the quote-unquote Russia hoax, and that didn't work in this case. Like, it's always gonna be either a hoax or a conspiracy or something. It can never be an actual in-depth discussion, or he could never talk on a topic with any sense of expertise or competence or in-depth data analysis. It always has to be absolutes with this guy. It's always the best or the worst, or completely this way or utterly that way. There is no in between, no gray in the world, no room for discussion. Everything is black and white, and I'm your savior. And if you don't let me in your house, I can't save you from what happens if you don't let me in.
We understand. We know how you feel about Trump. We know how everyone does.
It's not just Trump, it's politicians in general.
Let Charles speak.
So for the first time in 8 years, this trick that he does is not working. If anything, he should take the last week, just the last 7 days, as like some sort of way to tell himself, we're going to have to, like, I don't know, have some sort of powwow and talk about like what we're going to put out into the ether prior to putting it out into the ether, because it's not exactly, they're not buying it the same way that they take everything else. So like, yeah, do a test run. Yes,
but the thing is, it wasn't just the Democrats pushing that this is a thing, or we don't need to speak about it. It wasn't just them. That we had the two factions. What were the Democrats saying about Epstein? Were they really ever saying this is a nothing burger?
No, anyone who was currently in power was trying to shove it under the rug. Doesn't matter who they were. If they were in power, they were trying to kick it under the rug. Some of them were just better at hiding it than others.
But
it's not a nothing burger, but that's an effective way of approaching.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have to pretend like it is. This is why there has always been the next bombastic thing in the news that takes up the news cycle. Like,
I decided Bemo's reading this one. Sorry, hold on.
That's 100% Trump's public MO. Everyone I know who knows him personally says he's the exact opposite. My grandfather has spoken to him quite a few times.
Damn. So he just does this thing where he does the extreme, like Hydra was saying.
He does the Martin Bailey.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, fine, it's a hoax. You guys are. He thinks he can just say what people are supposed to believe, and then they'll believe it. I don't think it works.
But he got on to the stage enough times where he knows what people want to hear. I think it's.
But he didn't notice.
Yes, but listen. Even if you're best at something, eventually it can go into your head, and you can slip up. Like there are. What is a good comparison? Even when people are wildly successful and know what they are doing, sometimes they just do not know when to stop, even when they are experienced and they have it a thousand times before. For Napoleon, it was never enough to conquer this part of it, conquer that part of no, I had to go after Russia too. And nobody, no matter which person you stop in their wild success streak, they would never accept that, no, actually this one next thing will be the thing that will wound you or break you for some reason. Even if because they could never conceive, it's never just enough. You have to keep going, and it will eventually, hopefully, people will tire out about the constant absolutist black and white worldview, which I despise. But you could never convince someone who is really good at this, like Trump is, at talking and riding the wave of people's sentiment and their beliefs that he could possibly misread the room or tell something that will make people hate him. That's like.
But
And if you the strategy, hold on, just let me finish. Okay, I will read out the comment and then I will finish my thought. Hold on, start the comment and then I'll read that.
Finish your thought.
It will go away if they continue to push the news cycle like they did. The whole strategy behind this was to do shit. So like every day there is a brand new thing that takes your attention, like the Roman Colosseum. There are always games to distract you from the current ongoing realities of politics. There's going to be the next news thing to be outraged or shocked by. It has to grab your attention, go on, and the actually previously important things will be forgotten. It's a strategy that has been used effectively. There are huge protests in Turkey and Serbia that are dying down, even though there were perfectly valid and really shitty things that the governments did that the people were protesting legitimately, but they will fail, in my opinion, and they have started to die down because of this news cycle countermeasure. But the government just legitimately ignores it and pushes new and new shocking news for people to be shocked loudly by, and eventually they'll just move on because of this self-repeating cycle. And I hate how shortened our attention span as individuals. That's all I wanted to say, Cookie. That's the end of my thought.
Okay. Sorry, just part of the thing I brought up here is people can absolutely break the cycle and Trump is quite responsive to his base, actually.
Super responsive. He pivots constantly.
He
But
is.
I don't feel
I
like,
was talking
okay,
about that. Like
this
he
case
was.
Here, this is not working, guys. Who's he pivoting towards? He's pivoting towards something else that is unseen.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, that he is always riding the wave of what the people think, and he could possibly never believe what I said, that, hey, this next one pivot, actually you will fuck it up and you will not be pivoting towards the people. Just how if I went back in time and told Napoleon as he was about to invade Russia at the height of his power, with the largest army Europe has ever seen at that point in a single invasion under a single emperor, to say, hey, Napoleon, this one invasion is actually what will doom you forever. He would not believe me. He won all previous ones, has his better position than ever. Just like if I went back in time and told Trump, hey, this one pivot, it will actually hurt you, and a lot of your followers will now be angry at you. He would probably look at me and say, what? Like, I've done it 1,000 times before. It can't happen. It can't be the one that breaks my back. Like, this one, really? Successful people sometimes don't know where to stop, is what I'm trying to say.
But also,
it used to be called wag the dog, and this is the first time that he hasn't been able to wag the dog, where he creates something else or speak about something else where people are like, oh, okay, what's this now? And this is the one time where they're like, nope,
it's not working.
Yeah,
and he's not reading the room. The thing is, usually you would think that he would read the room and see what people want, and then do some sort of pivot that works. But
to at least seem like he's giving people what they want, at the very least.
What he's done here is makes me worry about why he would do something like that. That's what I mean by him saying he's not that stupid. Is he's done better before. In this case, why is this the only thing he can say? Why is the only move he has for us is to say it's a hoax and to say
normally
it's
he would have a bunch of other moves prepared.
Yeah, he would have other moves. He would blame it on someone else who's kept the files away. Or
Joe Biden's fault, something.
Like he said that already, that like Biden and Obama wrote this, and it's like,
they made it up. Yes,
right. So
they made it up.
People are like, wait, no, hold on a second. Like, if that's true, why didn't they do anything? Like, it's just not working.
The only reason they are saying that, by the way, is because Trump initially fucked up the pivot. Like, if his pivot was successful and then he threw in, by the way, Biden and Obama made it up, they would just gloss over it and be okay with that. But the only reason they are even questioning it is because Trump fucked up the first move on the chessboard, and now they're paying attention really closely. Anyway, that's that. Like, I hate how it has become all an action movie, where we're just all an audience are waiting to be loudly and frequently shocked as possible.
One more question before we go to the Gartic phone, because Bimo needs to go and I want him to do Gartic with us.
Darn.
It was my favorite question. Sorry, no. It was, is this so we're all speaking about this like, wow, this is a problem, and everything is a distraction. Could this be distracting us from something? Because it's quite a big one. It's quite a sure distraction.
Okay, I actually do have some thoughts on this. Mainly, y'all are tripping from Permanent 64 for AED
Experiment.
74.99. What is AED?
Ooh. It's dirhams. So I've got a
It's durians.
a Dubai
Paid you in
person.
durians.
Mm.
But if this is a distraction from something bigger, what the fuck is it?
I don't know, but if it would be, if I was orchestrating this as a distraction for something bigger, I would be so fucking proud of myself sitting back in my chair. I would be like, this looks so genuine. It looks like a 100% genuine fuck up, and even hardcore followers are questioning the guy. This is such a good distraction. Holy shit!
Hardcore
like that.
followers, even as hardcore followers, that they're so loyalist, they've changed their tune because Trump doesn't want to talk about it. They're saying that like, oh, he's gotten so much done. He's getting so much more done. He's the best president in history. Blah 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 blah.
I don't know. That sounds like TDS. Trump couldn't have possibly done anything wrong. Bimo, how dare you?
I think that's another part of why Trump messed
I'm
up
joking,
this
by the way.
pivot, because he's been told several times, he's been told by everyone that the MAGA people, you could shoot someone, and he himself has said, I could shoot someone in the street and nobody.
And not lose any votes. Yeah.
No, not as much as you thought. Hey, clearly not as much.
Well,
and
I will
I'm
quote
very
Zaxx.
proud
He didn't shoot someone, to
MAGA
be
for being
clear.
angry.
He didn't. Maybe if
I
he
know that.
committed this act against a random person, but this feels like betrayal to some people who followed him closely. So they would have been willing to tolerate if he struck down someone brutally who isn't part of the in-group. But to these people, he struck against the very heart of the in-group. So they took it personally. So I don't believe that's a fair comparison.
I think a quote from Zaxx is in order, where when because it wasn't here today, so I'll use his words. He's going to say, "We'll look back at this as the defining moment."
Of what?
Maybe.
Trump's
I'm not sure. Maybe.
That's
If we look at this as the defining moment of the second Trump presidency, I will be severely disappointed in humanity.
Hey, I'm hoping for a third and a fourth presidency. Let's go.
For Blair White, the downfall was his pivot on the vax. The fact that he towed the line for the vaccine. So that was Blair White's one. So we're talking about all these times where he turned his promise around and read the room and realized, okay, here, this one I feel like is more for normies. It's everybody.
Death of 1,000 cuts too, because farmers were kind of turned off with the tariff shit, where they were like, dude, what the, like,
or people with the Medicaids, soldiers with what they did. Like,
the big bill is not.
Oh my gosh,
not doing too well.
Can we
no AI regulations at all in any shape, way, or form for 10 years. What a great thing to do when there is an emerging, potentially dangerous technology that we don't know what could do.
This is true, David. Today I spoke to a friend and I was like, and he asked what we're talking about, and I was like, Jeffrey Epstein. He's like, I don't know.
I have the complete opposite experience, where the people that I know that are normies are the ones that are wanting to talk to about this and that are up in arms about this being lied about.
It's gone further. Well, I mean, it would be in America. This is a South African I was talking
Definitely.
To. One of the things that we can end off on is Grums's tweet here. The way that he's worded it, I found is quite nice. The reason people are focused on the Epstein files is not because of Epstein, but because of what it represents. I think it's both. We're not ignoring Epstein, but okay. The Epstein files represents corruption, a two-tier justice system, and the protection of elites at all costs. It is a potent and highly obvious symbol of these issues that many Americans feel pervade and distort our country.
God, the name of it was right on the tip of my tongue and I forgot it. Fuck.
Talisman.
All I know.
Memo 180. What is it? Memo 1. I forgot the number. There was some sort of like law show or something. I don't remember the name. Where this was an exact thing. that I remember that part of the plot was there was this file of memo something with a bunch of numbers, and whenever it was given to a judge or anything, we never learned exactly what was in it, but it completely changed every trial. I don't know, fighting the good fight, what is it? It wasn't Law and Order. But the point is that was exactly this, a file that represented the elite of the system trying to protect itself, and whenever it was given to a judge, it quote unquote seemingly gave them like illegal powers to shut down a case to protect someone important or something. And I can't help but feel that again life imitates art a little bit, and now we have something that people kind of feel about the same way as that back then fictitious file that's supposed to represent systemic corruption. And it's maybe the camel that kind of, it may be the straw that breaks the camel's back, but it doesn't really break the camel's back. It just made people disillusioned for the first time, because it's such a bigger representation of something that may have been pooling in the back of some people's mind. And I don't know. Good. But yeah, it's that's immediately where my mind went. Someone will be able to remember it better and correct me, probably.
Mind goblin.
These nuts.
I've missed you so much, Hydra.
Well,
right,
I hopefully will have more free time in the future to join in with you guys.
Well, it's BMO has lives in a different time zone and has different life.
Don't make this my
on
fault.
BMO.
We'll see. I'll be sure to let you guys
I'm
know.
not blaming it on BMO. I'm saying you can go on BMO stream or something. You know,
Yeah,
it's not
I
like
do
I'm the
morning
only one
streams.
that
I've
streams, boys.
Actually,
Yeah.
Hydra's the only thinker I've been able to actually pull into my streams because no one else
Yeah.
responds.
I was
So there
ready,
you
but
go.
you wanted to go to the hospital and fix something wrong with you. So.
Stupid lung and shit. Yeah.
And you keep
That's
promising
how dare
you're
you
going to be
focus on
sucking
your
on
health.
Satan's appendages, but
Yeah, I now have to recover first.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know when I have more free time or when I'm available. Hopefully, it will be more often in this future. Although right now, a pretty unforeseen emergency thing just happened in the family that might take up some of my time. But hopefully, that won't be for long. So
Excuses.
fear me, editor, for you will have to make a different intro song if all goes well. It will take like 3 seconds with AI, but you know what I mean. The point is that hopefully, if all goes well, I'm trying to not jinx it, fingers behind my back, you may be able to see more of me if you would guys like that.
Yes, maybe even if you streamed on your own channel, that would also be a good place.
That would also be good, but would require significantly more free time that I do not yet have. So I make no such promises, but I am working on a custom project that maybe I'll get to show you someday. There is in fact a secret Hydra project in the Hydra works that is being worked on.
Oh, Hydra is
I also have a rant with
we don't
rather
wanna hear
poor
these
audio quality that I may or may not upload once I get around to
Yes.
editing it. Unfortunately, it sounds like I'm radioing in from the front lines, but I still
that's
think
pretty
what I'm
fun.
saying is kind of important. So I'll probably put
Well,
that out on my channel.
Hydra, if you can, guys, you just need to remind me when Hydra has when you've given me a voice note or something that you want me to play for a certain thing, like, and now for Hydra's rant, that can be totally a thing.
This is the part of the show
Hydrant.
where we
Hydrant.
Well, actually, if you do happen to do a thing about the exact topic I was ranting to, I won't be able to make it. I'll literally just send you the audio about it.
Kitty.
Well, that's what we
Hydra in
will
a box.
Kitty, have you've watched VeggieTales, right?
No.
No,
You've asked
just
me
sworn
this.
someone has, because there's silly songs with Larry, okay, and it has a beautiful intro that can be changed to rabid rants with Hydra.
Okay, Zoomer.
Zoomer, oh.
Okay, are we good? Can I put the link in the normal chat? I don't know if Hydra's...
we
Hydra,
don't
are you going to
have-
participate? You can't. You're on your phone.
You don't have Charles.
Yeah, and my data will probably run out while I'm walking around here.
Okay.
Excuses.
I've put the link in there anyway. It's not like we're going to be full.
Whoa. Have some more faith in your audience here. We had a pretty close to full last week.
This is
That
true.
was at like
and
4
it was
a.m.
very funny.
Hydra is the leader of Moravia? What? Where did that
don't know.
one come from?
Superman. And Wachovia.
Superman?
And Genovia.
Charles, did you get load shedding or something that you don't have electricity, you don't have lights?
That's fucking
Charles, you're
balls.
lotioning?
Load
I
shedding.
put the lotion in the basket.
It puts the lotion here.
Lotion in the ocean.
Daisy.
I do, in
Okay.
fact, appear on these streams between world domination, please.
Okay, there we go. But Hydra, I got to get you on my streams again.
I will let you know once again. I'll
Absolutely.
when it lines up.
It was fun having you watch me play Darkest Dungeon.
I'd be glad to join you if you ever do play co-op games again. That I can.
Definitely. I'm going to
that
be
I
doing
have.
more of those.
Whose moot
Yeah.
is Charles?
Let me know in advance, and we'll coordinate.
But also,
Should
Moe
change
Masu had a question in chat for all of us. Asked if we are knowledgeable about Stanley Cohen and David Garland's work in response to "Should Do Something" vibe.
I have no idea who any of
Yeah,
those people are.
So Stanley Cohen wrote a whole bunch of books like Moral Panics, Folk Devils, Social Control.
Oh,
Rights,
okay,
and,
okay.
David Garland did more like mass imprisonment, punishment and welfare, sociology
Mm.
of punishment, and like research into methodologies.
Okay, librarian.
I
Nerd.
know Cohen's work
Nerd
a little
emoji.
bit more, but I only read his first book from like '72, and that was like a decade ago. So
Just shut up and give me
I
your
just have a
lunch money.
service level. All right, fair enough. But yeah,
Be careful,
both
it's gonna
like
beat
good
you to
ways
death with an
plan.
English lexicon.
Okay. And David, you never contact me. If you want on the stream, you just hit me up.
No, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to reach out. You must reach out to him.
I'm not important enough for him to reach out to me.
Hydra, can you count like Dracula from Sesame Street? I'm afraid I don't know what scene or moment you're referencing, so I cannot.
So
Ooh,
all you need to do is do that laugh that BMO just did after you count. I know the audience would really appreciate it.
How? Like one.
There you
Two.
go.
Exactly.
That's what you want?
Literally, that's it.
Okay.
Good
there
for
we go.
counting.
Dorkus.
Well,
Yeah, you
I
need
mean-
to do as many ahs
What's up?
as there are numbers you've counted.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
see.
Shouldn't it be one? Two.
Three. Four.
It's
Like
got a
how?
beat to it now.
Get exponentially more difficult as it goes.
All right.
Not exponentially, but linearly more
So,
difficult.
are we gonna throw the Gardic phone up on the screen?
Yes, and we're gonna start the music, boys.
And I'll
Yeah,
be
let's
judging
do
the
that.
artistic
Aw.
capabilities of whoever is on screen very harshly.
The ducks
It's
are being
BMO.
Heard my name. What's up?
Just who do you think you are, sir?
Who do I
course
think I
you
am? I
think
think
you
I'm
are.
the real Charles.
You're the real Slim Shady.
Hello, where's the ducks? There they are. Last time we didn't have Charles during.
Yeah, we
What?
said Gardic phone and he dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have new lore.
Oh no, my.
I love that song, darling. It's so amazing. I can only count to one. But oh, sorry.
Dude,
One.
it's so good though.
my
The
I
original
prefer
song,
to the
Stephen Goat,
original.
Drowning Pool. Let's go.
I preferred that song to the original. I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. Dude. Daisy
So,
upset with my stupid
I can only
singing.
count to 4 as a cover of "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Yes,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
And it's like
I-
almost.
You'll still get struck for playing it, by the way.
Yep.
Charles
Oh,
is
it's just like
offended.
it's like an AI thingy.
No, it's a parody.
Abandoned. This
Parody.
is old. Yeah.
It's
Ooh.
I think it was a Vine parody actually back in the day.
Oh, 5 seconds worth
Guys,
of
I got kicked.
copyright.
You got kicked.
No.
Hold on.
Yeah, Gardic, for some reason, I don't know if I'm supposed to update my browser, but Gardic just bricks my fucking browser.
What browser are you
Nah.
Chrome.
Okay, I don't use Chrome, so I don't know
Chrome
what
is
all
never
the
gonna
things.
be-
Oh,
it's
look at this
probably,
aristocrat amongst our ranks.
It's just
So
I
it
use
puts me in
Brave
its-
because
in
it's
it.
the best browser aside from Firefox for certain things.
I should switch to
Sponsorship,
Netscape.
insert here. Again, infinite opportunities for thinkers to be
Speaking of
sponsored.
which-
Come on.
Yeah, come on,
Speaking of
Opera,
sponsorships,
step up.
Kitty,
Yeah,
when are
we
you
could
getting
get-
sponsored by Ground News?
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
that's another one. See, we could like this discussion
my help,
had like
then really.
5 different slots where a sponsor would
Warren
seamlessly
Spitz
slide
can't
in.
carry the burden
NordVPN?
himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what me. NordVPN in the middle of Thailand, Ground News. That could be more the browser sponsor here. Like it's so many
World of
opportunities.
Tanks,
Man.
Candy
Hold
Crush,
Come on, guys,
I'm
get in here.
I'm joining. I keep
Better Help.
getting
Ew.
better help.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not that.
Scam company.
Listing all the.
Listen, they're probably
Okay,
gonna
but
have
surely
you. Oh,
Raid
for
Shadow
fuck's
Legends
sake.
has to be good, right?
Like honestly,
No.
guys,
Chris knows what's about.
can I just get into this fucking game?
Haha. Get wrecked.
Better help will help you with your anger issues.
Nuh-uh. Raid
By
Shadow
sending
Legends
Bill.
will.
Join.
Oh, I don't know. I remember there
I would
was.
trust my mental health well-being more to raid Shadow Legends than I would.
Oh, speaking about that, Raid Shadow
I'll speak to
Legends.
Gronk.
There was a guy who got sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, but he really disliked them and didn't want to take the sponsorship. But at the same time, I don't know, he wanted to, like, he liked the money and wanted to throw them at the same time. So he read through the entire contract really carefully, and there was no clause about, like, he need to do the stream, not just show a clip,
Oh, I know
but
exactly
to
what
do
you're
a
talking
stream
about.
of the game. But there was no clause for if the stream actually needed to have a certain audio quality or video quality or anything. So he did like an entire stream of Raid Shadow Legends that was like 180p with a microphone
that's
that's actually a
horrible.
lighter or something, like horrible quality. It was the biggest shitstorm ever. And technically, he got the money because technically he fulfilled the
Yeah,
contract, but it was
that's too
fucking
much of a-
hilarious.
Jeez, that's too much of an issue that he would have to fight for it.
We got 8 people in here. We can probably do it now.
I use
Yeah.
HelloFresh for my mental health needs.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed we don't have Congo Chris in here though. Don't be a coward.
Might be wrong
Chris.
about that story though.
I'm calling specifically Congo Chris out.
Honey.
Yeah, that coward.
How do you know
Congo
that
coward.
Zero isn't Chris?
Eric Comment
Congo
Etiquette from
coward.
Internet Comment Etiquette has the best ads. I don't
You
know.
can
man.
advertise yourself by getting in here. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
I see. here.
Commenticate. He does NordVPN. With that
You know,
weird
you know
British
who,
show.
who does
Commenticate's
Nord-
pretty fucking funny.
who did NordVPN? Destiny.
Is Incogni legit or not?
It is legit.
I don't know, but I've seen some pretty big channels sponsor it, so it would be yet another massive.
There's a video I can send you that breaks it down. It's legit, but more expensive than it needs to be.
Matthew,
Please do.
we are playing a game. If you go to the link that we put in there, you can.
Yeah, we're gonna play Pictionary
draw-
Telephone.
Yeah.
Dixie,
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
You draw
That's so much. That's such a concise and easy way to do. To explain
Only the
it.
real
Telephone
fans
with pictures.
watch up to this point, and
Mhm.
you know the true homies join
Yeah.
the game if you
So the-
want to.
yeah.
You definitely could.
Yeah, if you leave right now, you're a communist.
The real ones
So
join.
so there's that.
You don't want to be a communist, do you?
I'm on my phone, guys, so I can't watch and participate. This is true, Congo. I understand.
Aw.
Congo is
Congo
hydrating,
communist,
basically.
Congo coward. We always knew his true colors showed. Believe me, I know a communist when I see one.
Congo Chris, more like
But,
Congo stupid.
But this is the art
Congo
portion of the
hoax,
stream,
he was
so-
never real. He was made up by the crooked Democrats and Biden.
Okay.
He was a
Well,
figment of
Okay.
our imagination. Why are we still
Currently
talking about
maxed out.
Congo?
Matthew, if you're not going to jump in now, let's go. This will be a quick one. Let's go. I'm South African, so I must be a communist.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Comrade.
Welcome, comrade.
Brrrpa.
D. Antwoord?
That is still
Die,
one of my
Andrew,
most
Andrew.
liked images from any of my streams, by the way. Kidding.
I think you're
Brrrpa.
freaky.
It's great. I think you're freaky. I said that to Gordon the other day. He was not impressed.
So we're getting anyone else, or am I gonna press
No
the
one
button?
else joining?
Let's
Okay.
go. No, they butter pieing in the
Yeah.
chat.
Let's
We
go.
gotta just go.
Do.
Okay.
We're having issues.
Hmm?
It's not. Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we have.
I see what you write, Dorkus. That's gonna be. How are you
That was-
even going to
that was
draw
me.
that?
That was me.
What?
I'm the
Are
one
you
sharing.
Bimo? Sorry, that you Bimo. You are the whoever's sharing the screen. That's gonna be a tough one to draw.
Well, you have a third of your
Thanks,
time left to
Mimo.
write a new sentence. Good sentences.
Also, the default sentence
It's a
that you
good
were given,
prompt.
I don't know, that would have been even more difficult to draw.
Yeah, it was.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah! Oh, I'm so glad.
What happens
Oh
if my screen doesn't get
God.
filled in?
We will be disappointed.
Yeah. My thingy isn't being acknowledged.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well,
you're pinned.
I acknowledge your
Charles,
thing.
you've got a thingy.
Use your mouse.
We all know it.
And that's what I'm using. I don't have cheating materials. Thank you very much.
Wow. Such a
Yeah.
skill issue.
I don't know what to do.
What is
Will
this?
you judge us from afar?
Wait, don't get out of the game. Maybe it'll load or something.
Color
Bimo,
comment?
I take it back. That's even more complicated.
I agree.
Bro.
That's just about half of your time as soon as that belch is completed. Now it's half your time remaining.
Thank you.
No pressure. Also, if there is going to be no Sally the Snail, I'm going to be seriously disappointed in all of it.
They're
Right now,
always.
What?
Tell me about your Dewey Decimal System while you're at it, nerd.
Okay. So, you got to wonder, do you go by author or do you go by year? Or maybe we can factor in author, year, and title all into the same categorization. That's where Dewey comes in. So you've got about a third of your time remaining. Good luck.
What was that? What was it? There's some weird
Crying.
sounds coming out of you.
I'm trying to contain
Crying,
myself.
moaning.
He's praying to Google right now.
Burping, orgasming.
Burping. This does not look like what I want it to look like.
I think Bimo will be proud of me.
This now looks like a piece of meat.
A DD.
I don't think that's going to
I'm
be
leaving it
understood.
as is. I'm leaving it as is.
That's
Daisy.
wow. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, darling.
Oh.
Oh no. I recognize that art style anywhere.
See, darling will
give us
never
as much
admit it. He's
time.
probably one of the best little comic artists I've ever met.
Yes,
aside from like
like
Rosales.
the little
That's sort
like
of
the
your
way he fills in with the lines and it still looks so good. Oh, that is, it's just such a unique style. I love it. His drawings are genuinely amazing.
If I made a children's book, I would get it illustrated by him. Sorry,
It's a
Bimo.
lot of work. No, I wouldn't even want to do it. The last person that
Because of
like
the style.
the last person that tried to get me to do a children's story wanted me to quote audition first. So I had to draw the entire book first. And
Oh.
then-
You don't
No,
audition an entire book,
no.
sir. Come on. You give him a couple of panels, come on, man.
Unfortunately, you didn't make it, Bimo. We are sorry. I am keeping your drawings.
unfortunately, you mean fortunately. I was
No, that's
smart and I
absolute
was
bullshit.
like, no, that's not how it works. I've already given you my terms for my freelance work.
Yeah, goodbye.
And they're like, but that's not how that works in the industry. I'm like, go tell it to someone who cares.
So go tell your industry to get its finger out of its ass. Okay.
But BMO, think about it. You'll be recognized off of this.
You'll get
So maybe you
paid
should
in
do it for free.
exposure.
Yeah,
I
the
already stream
exposure
for
is
free
through
and
the
it gets
roof.
me recognized plenty.
But exposure. So that's about a half your time. Hopefully you have something good and
I
you know, you're
think
not panicking
I
right now.
know this was made by Dorkus because it rhymes with something he said.
What?
You know when something is made by Dorkus if Grey is in it.
No,
Yeah, it's his
that's
new
I'm talking
MMO.
about words, not drawings.
Oh,
Does it rhyme with
Not gonna tell you. Not gonna spoil the fun.
Lemnicide?
there is no rhyme.
I feel like I've drawn a Lego man by mistake.
Perfect. You got about a quarter of your time left to unlego it.
No, I don't want to unlego it actually. I decided that's my style now.
Nice.
Alright, that's all my time for today. I've gotta go, guys. See you guys next time.
All right. You have a
Okay,
good one,
Hydra,
Dragon.
thank you so much. See ya.
Take care, and I'll hit you with a message after the stream is done in Discord.
Mhm.
Take care.
See you guys. Well, guys. Well, there's 3 heads on a Hydra. What do you want from me?
Uh-huh. Yeah, no,
I'm
plural.
running out of
It makes
time.
sense.
So no heads?
Whoa.
I'm offended.
Woo.
That's a lot of information you're giving there.
Uh-huh.
Seems pretty short and sweet to me there, buddy.
Got about
I
a
think
quarter of
that-
your time
Are you commenting on my stuff?
Yeah, I'm stuck. All I can do is look at
Oh yeah, you're
the
stuck.
screen.
Oh, no! Oh, fuck.
What the?
Oh fuck.
Wow, that's cool. I like this. Lego man. Continue.
Okay.
It's not fair.
It's so fair.
No.
What? But really, that like you know what? At least he can sing.
True.
Charles.
I could.
Charles, when is the saxophone part coming in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, wait. It's
It's
not going to
coming.
be for a while, I think.
Yeah. Well, I tried.
It's gonna loop back now. Almost there.
About a third of your time is gone. You've got 2/3 remaining. Make art.
Make art.
Make art.
I feel so threatened.
Just try and make art.
It's quite Rosales-ish there.
It's inspired by Rosales.
Wrong hand.
It's coming, Charles.
A flat screen monitor, thank you very much.
Too bad. Jeez, you're like some of the people that commission me.
Oh, you
Excuse
mean
me.
people that pay
Awesome.
you or
Extremely generous.
I chose wrong by picking an angle that is really freaking hard to do with limited time.
It's not that limited. You've got time.
I
to
did my
fix it.
best, Charles.
what the? Well, thank God my screens are blank because I won't see myself at least once.
You'll see yourself a couple times, you know.
No one's gonna get this.
Oh yeah,
I think we'll get it.
it's curtains for that image.
It's a little cursed. Emo should be proud of his Shrek. I don't want to hear a word out of you, darling.
This?
There was a drawing I was told to make yesterday that was freaking nightmare fuel.
You're gonna have to tell us about it.
Come on, fuel the nightmares.
Oh, is that the word I?
I'm at a disadvantage because I'm typing with the stupid stylus. Dorkus.
I'm using the stylus
no. The cheaters.
Are you though?
No,
Reverse
Be
cheatism.
proud of your Shrek.
There's no ink in that.
Come on,
Oh,
Bimo Shrekita.
it's gone.
Who?
Oh, wow.
Is this a
This is,
Star Wars reference?
Who knows?
Oh, sort of. I understand that. I see that's a Captain America or Avengers reference there.
Is it?
Well, I understand that.
Oh, that's what you mean.
That meme. But yes, what you're saying is yes. Technically, yes. What the holy smokes? That's definitely a Star Wars reference.
I love how I don't know anything about what you guys do.
Just be glad you didn't see what I did.
Yeah. I mean, I could go and see
Oh,
it.
it tracks it. When it
It
plays
was
back, it'll be
recorded.
there. Yep.
But speaking of things being recorded, Blair White did an interview with an Epstein survivor.
Mm-hmm.
And people were in the comments like, we better record this before it disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were getting very frothy about it. Have you seen it? Have any of you seen it?
I have not.
I have
I don't
not yet.
usually watch Blair White, so maybe I need to watch it.
I was busy
This one-
watching
Have it on
Ben
a
Shapiro
save
reviews.
later.
Sleeping Beauty.
Was it a good review?
No.
Oh, yeah.
God, no.
He absolutely loved it before he saw it.
Really? Really?
He's,
No.
he's the worst.
Said it was the wokest thing ever, and he never saw it.
Is he
My
fucking
wife thought it
retarded?
was fun. Yeah, yeah. If you trust Ben Shapiro to review movies,
So, okay,
you should
I have a
trust Pat
normie
Black
big
to review
brother.
stand-up.
I mean, I watched his Barbie review.
I have a very normie big brother who is
Uh-huh.
very tuned into what he thinks is woke. And he told me that it's one of the best movies he's seen in the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's fun. Like,
It's
No
the
one's
most
gonna
comic
get
book movie
this.
I've seen in a long time.
yeah.
No one's gonna understand this, Charles.
I do.
I'm glad you do.
Seems like you've seen that image quite a few times there.
Too many times.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
That's funny thing is that I didn't even realize what the kid was doing the first time I saw the movie.
Put the voiceover on. Put the
Yeah, of
voiceover on.
course.
Could you put the voiceover on, please?
So naggy.
And if you could turn your mic off.
Just because I'm a woman.
Charles is assassinated and replaced by Dorkus.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm so
Christ.
sorry I ruined this, guys. I ruined this.
Oh. Okay, I do.
Charles.
Nice.
Burpause Charles. Oh, that's good.
That is perfect, Zero.
Evil goalie Charles shoots Charles.
Evil goalie Charles.
I was going to say evil goatee.
Ooh, great. I like
weird
that.
'cause-
I like those two versions you got there.
I played as a goalie in hockey.
An evil goalie?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow,
That sounds good.
darling. Yes.
That is
So much blood.
amazing.
I told you. I ruined another one as well, but yeah.
Wasn't a very good swimmer.
Shouldn't have worn blue.
Charles listening to dance music entirely too loud.
Is that what high? Yep, there it is.
Oh,
Hi-fi.
okay. There's it. There it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Charles
high
listens
fidelity.
hi-fi music with headphones.
Hi-fi.
There it is. Let's see how far this goes.
Self-explanatory there.
Charles likes hi-fi setup. Listening with OJack headphone.
Mm-hmm.
See? See?
Yes.
That was a good description.
But not
Grey
alone.
watches.
Charles
read it more.
DJing.
DJ.
Whoops.
Oh, Charles.
Who the
come on.
fuck? How dare thee?
How dare thee indeed.
I love how much energy you have right now.
I've been conserving.
The name's Porker. Richard Porker.
I knew it was you, Dorkus. Nothing.
Oh.
So lazy.
Asshole. Oh, I like the finger pointing.
Nice, Beamo.
Yeah, right here.
There is a
That's
massive
me.
bulge pig named Porker Richard Parker.
Parker. Oh my god.
Parker.
Richard
Dick
Spencer.
Parker's prized hog.
Champ.
Champ.
And
Whoa.
you
Wah,
see,
wah,
that's
wee, wah.
I mean,
you see.
it's
Oh
Dick
my gosh.
Parker.
You'll see what I
Just
drew
expanding
in the
on what
speed
Beamo-
draw. Oh no.
That's what I was telling you.
Kitty did.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Dorcas and Gray eat
I
one
didn't
loaf
see
of
it.
bread.
What was it?
Only one.
You'll see.
It's not there yet. Yeah.
Oh no.
What?
What?
It's like a
Dorcas
bird
vomiting
feeding a
into
baby
Gray.
bird.
Mm.
Ew.
Bleh.
I mean, it is what it looks like. Okay, so that.
No, no.
Why did you guys put a hat on?
The real
Okay, I was trying.
Charles statue vomits into Gray.
What? Oh. Haha.
Because it's got the hat.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was
Dorcas.
trying to say. I was going to say.
That is awesome, Zero.
I was going to say Dorcas Charles vomits into, and I was that. Yeah.
Sorry, who's Richard Porker? It's Charles, sorry, the real Charles, trying to create more characters for our story here.
I don't know if you
Kitty
created
specifically
Which
requested
hippopotamus in the
that-
barn?
Charles Porter.
I did not type that.
Yeah, Richard Porker was something that came up last time, and
Iced out
I
hippo on
said I
stage
wanted it
rapping
to be a
about
thing.
foreigners.
Iced out. Let's go. Oh
Hold
my
on.
gosh.
Hold on. I didn't type anything about any hippopotamus.
Barney's gangsta rap is racist towards aliens.
What is
You
happening?
didn't participate in this at all.
No, like I didn't type that sentence.
Blue
It-
guy
it-
doesn't appreciate racism.
Kitty asked that Richard Porker
Bluey.
be made canon.
Lore, yeah.
Lore. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Hassan Porker,
Superman
no.
cleaning up after pooping Cryptoa.
Cryptoa.
Superman cleans up after crypto.
Oh no.
There you go.
That's so good.
Here it goes.
I don't know how he does it.
Here it goes. Up. It's all
Beautiful,
due to me.
Charles.
You're welcome, Beamo.
Oh.
Broom Kid is Superman.
It was you.
Yep.
Oh boy,
Yep.
here we go.
Oh, that was pretty
Perfect.
fast.
I don't
You're
think
lucky.
anyone saw it.
You're lucky.
Wait, can you play it again?
Yeah, play it again. What? Wait, what?
Huh. Oh, there it was. Back and to the left.
Oh wow!
Back and to the left.
that is one very well hung Superman.
Well endowed.
Look, he was, but then he put his little
Trump eats the Epstein
trousers
files
on.
right off of
He
Bondi's
folded
desk.
it up.
So good.
Wow.
Trump ate my Epstein list.
Hmm.
Charles.
Yeah. Yep. Listen, I'm not
Throwing up
contributing to
the
that.
Epstein files, Trump.
That makes so
I don't
much
know.
more
He
sense.
looks like a kid.
Oompa Loompa girl vomits Epstein conspiracies.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Oh.
It's so visceral.
Ooh.
Mm.
And we have Kitty.
Looks like methed out Mario.
Daisy listens to
that's the
music.
I wondered
Oh.
if somebody was going to make a pic. A
Charles
flower.
pretending his computer is having issues.
Ah!
What?
Why am I cursed?
Charles doesn't understand computers.
Wow. Great job, Zero. Yeah.
The questions.
Charles is too boomer to use computer.
Also true.
Mm-hmm.
Is this?
Is this?
That's good. That's good.
Also
Ah,
true.
good ball point. Right, I think that's enough for one night, guys.
Yeah, my side hurts.
All right.
Yeah. Bimo is still recovering, so I really appreciate you being here.
Yeah. Oh.
You did a stream, you had a super nap, and then you had to come back here.
I did a
online.
fucking 10-hour stream, and I didn't intend to.
Didn't intend to.
No, I definitely did not intend to.
Mm-hmm.
But it just happened.
Right. Oh, now my whole week is messed up. In terms of what's happening, what day it is.
Yeah, I understand.
Because I'm like, it's weekend. It's like, no, it's not weekend. This is nighttime on Wednesday for me. So
Mid-weekend.
Right.
Wait, no.
Guys, I have to admit, I'm not Charles. I haven't been Charles this entire time.
What?
You fucking liar.
I mean, okay, I know that. It's because I've been Charles. What's wrong with you?
Because Biden made you Charles. Listen, there is no Charles.
There is no
The
Charles.
real
There is
Charles
no
were the
Charles.
Charleses we made along the way.
Wait, it was a fraud all along?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're. Well, you're constantly
were all
talking about
lies?
Charles.
Look,
There is no
none of
Charles.
you are the real Charles because the real Charles is right here.
You mean
waiting.
Chris? Congo
This-
Chris is saying I'm Charles?
This is the real Charles.
That is my favorite image of Charles. It's my favorite.
Call me Congo Charles.
That Charles does not have a nose, which is very
He's
not
got
Charles
dots.
at all.
He's got nostrils.
A
You
dot.
don't need a nose.
Culmination of your frustrated expression when you're thinking.
No, it doesn't resemble him at all.
It's just I feel like the expression when Charles is really trying to figure out something, he gets this face, and I feel like
Axel!
that captures the face perfectly.
Wait, show it again.
There, let me just share screen. Actually, how about I just do it this way? This is an easier way to do it. Whoa, that
Whoa.
that
Wow.
whoa.
Huh. Okay.
Sorry, is there a problem?
No,
No, there's no problem.
I'm trying to.
Axel was
One
scaring
problem.
me.
I'm trying to.
There aren't quite enough Charles on screen.
Okay,
Axel
so
was
my mouth
scaring
is
me.
slightly open when.
Yeah, Bimo's trying to say that picture does finally look like you. I don't think so.
I
so.
think it captures his expression when he's doing a think.
Let me get my nostrils to part.
You have to have your nostrils on different sides. Like,
Okay.
You
Well,
what,
I need to get going. So
okay,
Mate.
yeah, Bimo, you get to say goodbye first. Tell us what you're doing, what you're playing.
okay, so I found that I really like the game First Berserker Kazan, so I'm going to be trying to play that tonight. I was going to be doing more Phoenix Wright with Cindy. Instead, she has other stuff to do, but it's just going to be playing Kazan every Death the Doodle until I get really tired of the game and having to doodle and then like losing my groove every time I have to fucking doodle because it's like a half hour between play sessions at that point. It's fucking, I've learned the curse of my stream gimmick. It's
Okay.
just, you can never warm up properly. It's like I'm
So
fighting
are
a
you-
boss.
Are you,
I
are
die.
you changing? Are you changing?
No, I'm not changing it.
Okay,
People
You're
are
still
there
e-dadding.
to see
Yeah.
me suffer.
that's the
Like-
point. Yes.
But yeah, that's happening at 6:30 PST tonight. And I did end up getting my disability approved, which is
Whee!
good. I'm still not going to be paid for 3 weeks, so tips are still appreciated to help me through that middle period where I'm not going to have any money. You guys have been really helpful thus far, so really appreciate it.
Yes.
Other than that,
Do you have the link
I'm
on hand?
trying-
I need to get the link.
I don't, but I can get it.
Get the
go.
link while Gray talks about Summer of Gray.
Go for
That's right. It is the aforementioned Summer of Gray, which means content eventually, sometime. I'm in the process of making it, so you might enjoy the late Summer of Gray, but enjoy your Summer of Gray right now.
You didn't
But
say
yeah, if you just
summer
can't
of
get enough,
2025, so
Yeah.
you're okay.
And you know what? You could be the sunshine yourself. It doesn't have to be this social construct of summer that we have.
yeah,
going on
exactly.
here.
But anyway, real content on my channel soon. It will come back from the dead. But if you just can't get enough of me until then, hey, have you ever wanted to watch somebody just get mocked relentlessly on this stream? Well, you can do that. You could do that tonight, not just on BMO's stream, but over on MSK's stream. If you really want to watch somebody who just completely gets mocked, and you can participate in it, and it's just fine.
Yeah.
It's deserved, in fact. Come on over. Other than that, content eventually. But yeah, you can catch me on other channels. That's about all I got going on. Charles, sir, what do you have going on your channel?
Yeah. Just started a different channel to put movie content.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
even
for
see
the
that.
sake of the disturbing films and stuff. So the movie related stuff will probably be shoot over there,
mhm.
and I don't know, all my other junk will still be on Willis Readia. But
Sweet.
yeah, stream upcoming, perhaps even a long marathon-y thing. Perhaps even Gray and I'll learn Gray
Nice.
through the very many Epstein-isms and all the
Please
terrible
do.
things.
Are you doing a research stream?
I don't
want
know.
them to.
It would be
There
interesting.
might be some research.
considering how little Gray knows about these fascinating,
Consider it a gray area.
Stiff kittens, we will get to that. Dorkus will give you an idea of that.
Well, without further ado, Dorkus, run amok.
Yeah, usual stuff over on the No One Asked You podcast. Because Kita and I finished Well of Ascension, we will be doing our Well of Ascension epigraph stream tomorrow during Normal Thinkers time. To be clear, she rescheduled this Thinkers before I asked to fill the Thinkers slot. Just to be perfectly clear on that order of events.
Likely story.
Bless. Kita very generously offered to fill that slot over on my channel where we're going to talk about the Well of Ascension. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No one
that's
asked
what
you
we'll
slot.
do. Yeah, go to the No One Asked You podcast, and that's where that will be on. I'll post it on my channel anyway. I'll post a link to the stream in any case. You should be subscribed anyway.
Well,
But that's
of
where
Ascension.
I'll be for that the Thinkers time. And then in terms of me, I'm finishing editing this thing for members, the discussion there. I'm doing that tomorrow. But before that, we'll have some sort of stream tomorrow, intellectual stream for the people that will be here
Intellectual
for my
slot?
morning stream. Yeah, intellectual slot. Thank you. Looking at some debates, etc. As we usually
This woman decided to take my joke in chat and just slander me when she was trying to learn how to moderate.
What?
I'll check it
I
out,
thought it was
Patty.
what that you want to
I
What's
made
the
a
name?
joke
You-
about
you
wanting
wanna-
to
you wanna
sabotage the dates,
sabotage.
and you're like, "Yeah, that sounds like you, BMO."
that's what you do, Beamer. Yeah. I was joking by
How
agreeing.
could this lady call me bad faith?
I agreed with you as a joke. I was going along with you in the joke. Anyway, what is the Book of the Fallen series? Dorkus?
Don't
Do you
know,
know it?
but
Oh, he doesn't
see,
know it.
Pappy
Look it
just
up.
looked it up, so I'll check it out.
Are they the fallen and they can't get
Right.
up?
Mother has fallen. Yeah, and then on Friday, after the Dorkus stream a little bit later, yeah, we'll do some slop. But the slop, boys and girls, is going to be as CS Paffy has told us to do. We're going to go over a Shoe on Head video, the latest one.
Oh, the
So
new one?
we'll see.
It's actually
Yeah.
pretty neat. I
Mhm.
just watched it
It's
yesterday.
heavily. Yeah, I've gotten a few minutes into it, but I've left it for the rest of it for Friday. So that's what we'll be doing. Just a normal react on Friday. But I'm really excited to get this bit out to you. It's been way too long. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your patience. But yeah, that happens later tomorrow. Anyway, have a nice life, everybody, and thank you for the think. Back to normal times next week, so don't get used to this shit.
And we love Hydra.
Have a nice life. We love you, Hydra. Thank you so much for coming by. Have a nice life. Okay, thanks. Bye.